But I'm so glad I have 2 screens. I could not do this on one.
I need 3.
It's a struggle.
Hey, Nim.
Hello. Look at
Hello.
this.
Welcome to the stream. Fuck you. For like a cold, tall glass of alcohol, you're gonna get fucked up.
Yo,
Oh, my
I want
disc.
some. Can I have some?
Ooh. My dice are on my crotch.
It's so funny to do something and then see it at a delayed reaction on the stream.
Oh, I don't have this.
Oh,
Note
we have
to
a decent
self:
audience.
kill Ian with tiny, sharp objects so no one sees. Or not.
You just like hide under his desk and like stab him in the legs.
Hello.
I'm gonna open your soul like a cork.
Can we do the fucking intro, please?
Yay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Why do I gotta be the bitch?
Because you look like one.
Run
Other way. Other way.
away.
I spared you from so many deaths. You have no
Zeke.
clue.
Zeke,
What? What?
high five.
Eh.
Dumbass.
What? Oh wait, wrong way. Fuck.
Wrong way.
It's opposite on my camera. Wait. Fuck it. Where's my hell? It's
That was
switched
funny.
on
Leave
the
us alone.
stream. Fuck. Why am I flipped on the stream? What the hell?
You get used to it.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Have him play upside down. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Right.
I was. Leave me alone.
Wait.
Well, don't everyone speak at once.
Sorry, I was reading.
You're muted.
Yes, I can give my description up. Yeah, a little bit. Well, no, it's okay. It's just like I'm still trying to like hammer down like what she looks like. Okay. So and I'm still working on the voice, so forgive me. So the Marshal sees let's describe it. The Marshal sees a young woman sitting in one of the seats by the window. She is flipping through a book and looks confused as fuck. She has white hair, tan skin, and like starting from like her belly down, it starts to go white. And you see she has hooves and a white tail, big fluffy white tail. And yeah, she is dressed simply, just a simple traveler. I'm still working. So what she's dressed like. Yeah, golden skin where it's not, fluffy white fur. Blue eyes, white hair on the younger side. Yee.
Well, I mean, currently my character is sleeping. He has a little
I love
cowboy
it.
hat on. But yeah, I mean, he'll see a moderately sized reptilian creature. If he looks a little bit closer, he might find that it's a unique breed of kobold. He has what looks to be like a poncho on, but looking closer at this poncho, there's some unique designs. There's a hole through one of the sides, and it's not really a poncho, it's more flesh-like. He doesn't really know what that really is, but he just sees a small, well, not really small, a moderately sized kobold just snoozing away, tan, scaly skin or scales, um, a decent tail that's just curled up in his lap, and he has a belt with a fairly good-looking gun on that's probably a little bit bigger than he should have. But yee, just snoozing away.
Yes. So seated upon one of the window seats on the opposite side of the cart as Kayla's character, you see about a 5'6" tall, slender female humanoid with a very pale complexion that's decorated with purple intricate marks on her cheekbones and then also along one of her legs that looks like some form of symbols. And her hair seems to be a light pink at a quick glance. However, if you look closely, you can almost see an iridescent sheen with mixtures of lavender and pale blue. She has two sizable fox ears that peek through her hair that have white fur starting from the bottom, but at the tips they turn a dark black fur. And then slowly swaying behind her is a long, fluffy tail that mirrors the color scheme of her ears that she usually just casually drapes over her lap. And then her signature garb is a long, flowing white kimono robe with big, flowy sleeves, and typically does have a slit that kind of shows off those markings on her leg. But she's just casually kind of sitting back and taking in the atmosphere.
It's cool. So leaning back in his chair, not really doing much but looking out of the window, cheek leaning on the hilt of his warhammer, just kind of humming a tune to himself. He sees a bright red armor-clad lapine, which is pretty much just an anthropomorphic rabbit. Bright purple hair, not very large, about 4'5", maybe, give or take, not including ears. Can't really tell his build. He's wearing armor that kind of hides most of it. Armor got... Sorry, the music just started for me. Armor covered in fur, long robes with metal plates all over. Completely not paying attention to anybody who's looking at him, including the Marsh. Yeah. I continue looking out of the window.
Yeah.
I continue looking out the window. Still not paying attention to anything. Nothing has piqued my interest just yet, so... Look at the pretty butterflies outside. They're pretty.
I tip up my hat and I look out there and it's a desert.
Yeah, I would try to look in the direction that he's looking at to see what shocked him.
you able to hear that in stream? No, I know. I'm just checking the stream too. I'm listening. Real quick, Ian. I don't know if I can hear you on stream.
Because OBS decided to disable my microphone. That sucks!
There goes, you're good.
Oh well. So that's some information lost on the stream, but...
Not lost on us.
Sorry?
Not lost on us.
The
Well.
noggin.
That's from the top! Okay, for the stream, they're on the train, bandits are attacking, you were able to hear all of their character descriptions. The one that was sent into the baggage car came flying out through the doors, and up behind him, you hear some thumping footsteps. Something very heavy. Zeke, would you like to describe what everyone sees?
All right. You all see a hulking mass of metal and other components shadow in the doorway as two little dots of blue light are just peeking out from behind this metal mass. And you hear a voice say,
minor exterior damage detected.
"Who opened my box?"
The marshal, along with the others, just as startled, reacts very quickly and points at the three men with the weapons drawn, pointing at them. It was them.
I point my finger at them.
You point your finger at them.
Yes.
Are the rest of you doing anything? What's everyone else doing?
I'm just snoozing.
Close my book.
So, question.
Turn
Where are the
around.
bandits in relation to where we're sitting? In front, behind,
They are
staggered
behind you.
throughout?
Turn around. I close my book. Kind of like peer up over the top of this.
I'll go into a little bit more detail. You do see this hulking mass of metal, which I described, is a I think he is roughly 7 foot tall, a little bit shorter than that. Humanoid-looking metal person with two blue glowing eyes, and also some gold accents around certain parts of his body.
I'm gonna put my hand on my warhammer while staying out of sight doing so.
And that's it.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm holding any action just to kind of see what happens.
All right. As you all sit there, watching very carefully to see how events might unfold,
Out of curiosity, what is So they are in front of me, and then everyone else is behind them.
Yeah, so what you would see from your angle, you've got the container cart behind you. There's a man prone on the floor who you hit, basically. The other two, who were blindly pointing their guns into the other cart, heads turned, looking at you, with the marshal, hands up, and everyone else sitting in the car.
Okay.
Before the rest of you have a chance to react, the marshal, seeing the opportunity, pulls his gun out and unloads on the people. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Whoop, whoop.
Question: how far away is everyone from me, distance-wise?
I will show you.
Holy hell! I have a high initiative.
I'm enjoying my pluses.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
my
straight.
computer's locked up.
Oh no, the tree fell over. No.
Yeah, I may need to reset this a little bit. Someone moved the gnome, and I put the battle map on the gnome.
But it wasn't me.
Don't look at me.
Quiet, go away, child.
But mama,
But mama.
I wish to go to the ball.
I know we've just started, but I just gotta say that I'm really liking it so far.
Fit on the table, you big bastard.
It's a big train!
It is a big
Choo-choo.
tree and train
Choo-choo.
and all of it.
And the trains
So do we have to put ourselves over there?
So this is the cart that everyone is in currently. And you know what? Let's just move that chair out of the way because I need to lock the table so you bastards don't pick it up.
Where did my person go?
Where did mine go?
My leg's asleep.
Did you guys lose your characters already?
Yes.
Oh, because they're underneath it.
Just pick up
Right
what chair you want to sit in and move it.
Hold on. How are you guys messing this up already?
Don't look at me.
Look,
because
we
we're
didn't do a
talented,
practice.
okay?
I was about to say, I literally put my character on the side of the table because I knew somebody was going to do this. The trees grow upside down.
Shut up.
This world is strange and weird and it freaks me out.
What?
Let's see what you are.
No, you don't.
I love it.
As soon as Nim described his character, I knew exactly what it fucking was, and I love it.
Look up his Joanna. Get away from my eggs.
I'm not paying any attention to his head. I'm paying attention to his very non-normal poncho.
Where'd my bandits go? There they is.
I really don't know why that hat is like doing that weird backface culling thing.
Oh, who
Need to
knows?
remake him.
I forget what button you press to like look at things closer.
Alt?
So the ones that you're putting down, the black, the white, and the green one are the bandits, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Cool.
Bandits.
It's naughty, sorry.
Boy being butt.
I'm just gonna get rid of the benches. They were kind of a test that I thought I deleted, and I did not
That was
delete
a
them.
cool detail.
Sorry.
This is all a learning experience. I'm working on it.
Happy to learn with you.
He's like stupid high. I need to lower that string.
Hey, Ian.
Hmm?
Do you feel what I feel?
8.
God damn it.
You're gonna die.
Ridiculous.
That's a little bit better.
Is everyone positioned where they want to be?
No.
Erp.
Mom would be across.
I do not know who this mom is of which thou speaketh.
Well, we don't know each other's name yet, so I don't know.
We haven't introduced names yet.
You right.
Let's be an evenly spaced.
How dare you expect us just magically know each other's names?
Look, I've known your names for a long time, okay? It's gonna take me a minute.
Throws him off.
Wait,
Throw
just a minute.
Zeke off the train.
Wait a minute.
Yet.
Okay, 20 to 25.
Oh, what did I roll? Oh, yeah.
Okay, 15 to 20.
19.
Damn it, Nim! 19 as well.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
So-
what are your dex scores?
+3.
Let me put it up. Sorry. Dex is +1.
Wait, were all three
Plus
of you
5.
plus 19?
Yeah.
We're-
What?
Yeah, I rolled an 18 +1.
Okay, 10 to 15.
Oh, 13. Each of these squares is 5 foot.
Kirsten, what was your roll?
Apparently, I'm real distracted. I got a 6.
You're not paying attention.
I
Just
So
was
Kirsten
looking
got
at
wrapped up in her kimono.
butterflies.
Really good bear tree.
Right?
Okay, let's see.
Oh god, am I gonna be first?
What's your dex score?
you, I should
15.
just
Oh,
tell me.
15. Jesus. 5. Plus 5.
+5?
Plus
Oh, yeah,
5.
you're definitely gonna be before me.
So it's Nim, Zach, then me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
Where's the sheriff?
Sheriff. The sheriff was one of those benches. He was an anthropomorphic bench, but he got deleted.
Did I delete the sheriff?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I might have deleted the sheriff. Hold on.
Could just use one of the rocks. Oh, look at those raptors.
They're Deinonychus!
They're Deinonychuses.
Even though they're
Sis,
technically
sis,
rappers in
sis.
this, but...
Yeah, but they don't have feathers.
Listen.
Throw them off the train first!
Sacrifice to the
Zeke.
sand gods. To the sand gods.
I'm freaking out. I'm trying to find the fucking sheriff again.
You could just use something temporary like a rock. Look at all of our hands just pointing
Just pointing everywhere.
menacingly.
Ha!
Let's see.
All right, stop assaulting my hand.
Okay, just because I can't find the marshal, that's gonna be the marshal.
It's a very big, staunchy marshal.
He's so
You know what?
angry.
His name's Brian.
Shrinks him down a couple sizes.
They say the marshal shrank 3 sizes that day.
I like how he puts him in the middle of 4 or 5,
Right.
5 squares.
Brian, we've got to go back in time. Brian.
This is a very serious game.
Super
I love it.
Oh, hello, fat man.
Shit. Sorry, I'm using a weird battle encounter thing, and I think I might have messed it up a bit. So let's see.
Take your time.
So
First
Nim was
episode.
going first, then Kayla, then Zach.
Mhm.
Zeke had
No.
13. No,
Nim, Zach, me.
got it. Alrighty.
Could we roll and roll 20? Because I saw that there was like a little campaign log.
Mm-hmm.
There is. Anything that you roll in D&D Beyond will show up.
That's cool.
So, first up would be Pez.
Oh, heck. That's me.
I fucking love the name.
Apologies, I used your name. I wasn't thinking. You guys haven't been
that's totally fine.
introduced yet.
Okay, I won't write it down.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna tip my hat up, look around, see that there are bandits here, and I'm gonna reach for one of my holsters, which is underneath my poncho, and I'm going to bring out my crossbow, just normal crossbow, and I'll bring out the other thing.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna aim at... Actually, wait, hold on. What can I do? I haven't played D&D in forever. Can I bonus action hide? I cannot, because I'm not that class.
That would prove to be problematic, yes.
Just a little bit. Choose weapon height. Ooh, I could dual wield. I ain't gonna do that. All right, well, I'll just aim at this gringo right here. This guy.
The actual gringo.
Yeah.
Alright,
And
take a shot.
You know, YOLO. Let's see if I can do it in D&D Beyond. Oh Jesus! Well, D&D Beyond sucks. 14.
14 hits.
Oh, it actually shows what you rolled.
I'm gonna use D&D Beyond.
That was cool.
That's really cool.
I like that.
So yeah, 14
Okay,
to hit.
that hits.
Oh sweet. Damage. Let me do that. Hey, 10 damage.
Ooh. Okay.
That's really cool. Guys, D&D Beyond.
D&D
It's on the
Beyond.
platform.
All right. Well, you caught the guy who was looking at his buddy and this giant metal walking thing that seems really, really annoyed, and you just catch him right in the back, and he just throws his weapon out as his whole body convulses. He is not looking good at all. All right. Kayla, you're next.
Zach goes next.
Oh, I'm sorry. Zach, you're next.
Oh, you guys. Real fast. Are the other two guys actually in the cart, or is that like the little platform outside of the door?
What you see is actually, yeah, sorry, that's my mistake. These two are in the cart, and this one is sort of prone on the ground behind them. So you can see all three of them.
Okay. I'm going to... Let me read how this works again. So I've got to bear with me. I'm not used. Okay, no, that works. I'm gonna jump up on the chair and lunge at the dude in black, wielding and cast Inflict Wounds on him.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Wow, wow.
I have no idea how to rotate things in this, so... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it should auto-write itself. So Inflict Wounds, is that...
So it's a touch, so I just roll to hit, and then if it hits, it does damage.
Okay, roll to hit.
That's... 21.
I'm so sweaty.
Yeah, you hit the shit out of him.
And it's... No, that is... Do not take that into account, sorry. I rolled dice, I don't roll that. Oh my god, sorry. I've got this split screen, so I'm kind of clicking a bunch of things I don't mean to click.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Sorry, I'm just not gonna see you guys at D&D for the moment.
No, you're good.
Okay, so 8, 7 is 15. It's 18 damage.
18 damage?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's dead. He is 100% dead. Again, the man is distracted. He just watched his buddy fall, and he goes down with a kind of little girly whimper. He wasn't expecting to just have his light snuffed out. So he goes down, falls on top of his prone friend. And with that, now it is Kayla's turn.
Oh, I need to...
She's gonna look up over the top of the seat, just kind of see where everyone is. Does she have like a clear shot?
Well, you've got the green guy who is still standing, who looks very, very hurt, and the other one who is prone. So if you're doing something from range, you will have disadvantage on him.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the green guy then.
All right.
Wait, wouldn't she be just normal? Because wouldn't prone give her advantage?
Not on range. That's for melee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lower profile.
I'm gonna see if this works. Oh, sweet. So I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you hit. I should have made this encounter a lot harder. Holy shit, I was worried.
So, and I at least want to roll my dice for damage.
Sure.
4d6. 19 radiant damage.
Goodness.
Well, all of you are very easily able to see this man die.
You
We're level
maybe
1,
shouldn't
right?
have done that.
What was that?
So we're level 1, right?
You maybe shouldn't have done that.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. I mean, in all fairness, they were distracted by their compatriot come flying out of the other room for Mecha Man over there. All right, well.
All I can think of is like, somebody once.
Zeke, it is your turn.
And there's only one guy left standing.
Oh, there's one, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no, he's
okay.
prone. These two
That's
chuckle nuts
quote,
are
unquote, standing.
yeah, they're dead as hell.
Okay.
Dead.
He's still on the ground, so
He is
I
still
am
prone.
going to unstraighten my arm, pull down my finger, and I'm going to walk across the train, and I'm going to can I pick him up by his leg as a grapple?
Make a strength check.
That's gonna be 15.
Let's see. What's your strength like? Oh, yeah. You pick this man up by his ankle very easily.
Okay. I'm gonna walk him over to the gap and just drop him on the tracks.
Okay.
How does that work? Does it just like fall? Does he try to not die?
Well,
pick him
here's
up
the
by his
thing.
leg and-
Normally, when you drop someone underneath a moving train, you die. So, a little more brutal than I was expecting, but yeah. Oddly enough, right as you were dropping this man to his screaming, churning, body dismembering death, the train suddenly comes to a very abrupt halt. I need all of you to make a dexterity check. A
didn't
dexterity
do
save,
this.
sorry.
Oh,
This man sort of ends up like here. Can I put him on his head?
Oh no.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, that's so bad.
I'm kind of curious as to what I would roll in D&D Beyond. Better. I rolled better. A lot better.
What did you roll in person?
Oh yeah, I rolled a lot better.
I rolled a 7.
Oh.
3. No.
What did everyone else roll?
I rolled a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay, you succeed.
I got a 12.
You succeed. What?
16.
16? Okay. Kayla and Nim, you both take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you were knocked prone.
Ow. That hurts. 2 points, you said?
It's at this moment that the marshal, seeing that you all very clearly handled things, says to you all, well, shit. Y'all are gonna put me out of a job. Alright, you lot stay here. I gotta go check the front of the train and see what's going on.
I don't
takes-
want your job.
Well, thank Coyote for that. And he starts running off up towards the front of the train. What is everyone doing?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
In character.
Oh, okay, got it.
What is job?
Does anybody else want to talk to a metal man? Guess.
Flatline. Race of unknown origin.
robot origin of car behind mine. Yeah, I'm gonna go see what the marshal's doing.
Right now, my character is just looking at everyone very confused.
So each one of these squares is five things.
5 feet, yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Are we out of combat?
What was that, Nim?
Are we out of combat, like initiative and all that?
For the moment. We will keep initiative at this time, but you are currently out of combat.
So my character is just gonna kind of glance around after seeing like everyone demolish the people, and she's just gonna be like, "Meh," and just kind of sit back and chill. She's just gonna lounge.
Alrighty. The marshal is going to keep on moving towards the front of the train. Let's see.
I see movement and I'm curious, so I start to follow the marshal and the lapine.
Policeman dude, wait up! I want to kill things! Oh, wait, I mean, I'll just wait. So, see where Zeke's going first.
Sorry.
I mean, I'll let the DM decide how far I move. I'm just following you.
Well, we'll do it turn by turn. So,
I moved already.
you can move your full movement, or you can dash, or you can dash to catch up if you want to.
What does dash do?
You spend your action to run the rest of or to double your movement. So if you can move 30 and use your action, then you can move 60, but you won't be able to attack or anything.
I'm not in a hurry, so I'll just move my 30.
So I have to ask, for Theater of the Mind purposes, Zeke, are you more of like C-3PO movement, or are you more like Terminator movement?
More like Terminator.
Okay.
You're just seeing this hulking, like almost 7 foot tall metal man just.
Just like, yeah, okay.
Fucking invited Skynet onto the train.
Your technology is pitiful.
Looks cool though. Good job.
Okay, so Kirsten sat back down, has no interest in aiding in any way, shape, or form. Kayla, Nim, your characters were knocked prone.
So what
What are
does
you
that
doing?
mean? Sorry.
To stand up would be half your movement.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
And are you going
It's
to
like
stay in the
flopped out
car,
of
or are
the
you going
seat.
to follow the marshal towards the front of the train?
She's gonna just kind of be like, ow. Sits back down and like against the window, very sad. Like pouting almost, like keeps rubbing her head.
Well,
All right.
I'm just gonna get back up and sit in my chair and put my hat back over my eyes.
Actually, the train is not moving. That sound needs to stop.
Well,
Is it nighttime?
I don't know.
No, just.
Oh, that's right. There's ambient
You're-
sounds in the
yeah.
desert. Duh. Sorry.
Yes, it's not desolate of sound, you Neanderthal. All right. Well, Zach and Zeke's characters, since you are following the marshal, as the marshal gets to the front compartment door, Zach, what is your character doing?
Can I actually see him? Because I know, like, right now, I don't think my character can technically have line of sight to.
You would have heard him moving towards the front of the train.
I mean, blood for the blood god. Let's fucking go.
All right, you want to do your full movement?
I mean, I can technically dash to the front of the train.
Well, he's kind of blocking your way around the corner at the moment.
Yeah.
So at the very least, you
5,
could get
10,
right up
15,
behind him.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
And then I'll just use my regular movement.
All right.
I'm
As
gonna
the
glance
marshal,
I'm gonna glance behind me. Oh shit, he's following me.
You're bright red and you're moving. You see the most interesting thing right now.
Okay.
as the marshal gets to the front of the next compartment car, where as you're passing all these windows, you can see that a lot of people have been packed into these little booths, and they have the doors shut. Some of them are trying to block up the windows with suitcases. Others have just drawn the shades. Some seem to be trying to hide underneath the benches. Anything to keep themselves from accidentally getting into the thick of it. As the marshal gets up to the front of the car and he puts his hand on the door to open it, the door is barely creaked open when you just hear gunshots, loud bangs in quick succession. He slams the door shut and puts himself against the wall and just goes, "Shit! Okay, they're armed. Oh." And he sees Zach, your character. Well, I see. Oh, and he sees the big mechanical thing coming his way. Well, y'all are braver than most. If you're willing to lend a hand, be sure to pay it kindly forward.
Do I see do I see out the window anything? Like, do I still see the dinosaurs?
From your angle, if you were to bend and look, you would see that there is a little gnome very bravely standing out there holding all three of the raptors, now riderless.
Raptors bark.
Big ferocious raptor.
Marshal. Is this a term of seniority or authority?
Marshal's my name and my rank. Weirdly enough. Not really the time to be talking about that. Like, we got the situation up at the front.
Are you a authority?
Yeah. That's
Orders.
what the badge means. Oh, help me take care of these two chuckle dicks trying to shoot me?
Yes, sir. And I walk towards the door.
It's time to terminate.
Alrighty. Looks like she's going to be reloading. I'm going to go out there and try to distract her. So, he throws open the door. And
If I can make my way around.
Well, we're going to get back into initiative order
combat.
here.
Okay.
So, the marshal going first is going to step outside and he's going to unload. So, let me get back to this. Okay. Actually, where is that? Where's this page? There's so much to keep track of. Zeke, I understand. Actually, no, he's not able to unload because he has a double action. So he just goes out there and he takes a shot at the one standing up on the coal, or of the coal car. And he misses. Okay, so he goes out the door, he takes a shot, and then he's just going to go and stand with his back up against it so that he breaks the line of sight. Okay, so with that being said, we are back up to... It is actually Pez's turn.
So hearing that gunshot probably was like really, really loud, right?
Very much so. It was a full 6 shots fired very quickly.
Well, that's gonna like scare the heck out of me. So I'm going to look around and like poke my head out of the window. And do I see like what happened?
From where you are, you wouldn't be able to see what happened, but you would be able to see the gnome with the raptors out towards the front of the train.
And each of these squares are 5
5
feet,
feet.
right?
Correct.
So what is 18 times 5?
A little less than 100.
18 times 5 that I'm totally doing in my head is 90.
90. Oof, out of range on that. No, I'm not out of range on that. Wow, are crossbows really that good? Jesus. Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. Is that rock, the decorative _ rock group 2? Is that like a big rock?
No, I mean, it's kind of a pile of rocks. As you guys are looking out, there's really not a lot around here. There's some shrubs, some dead trees, rocks. There's not much to really hide behind way out here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to take a shot at that gnome. By the
Okay.
dinos. And since Roll20 was being, D&D Beyond was being so nice to me, let us...
And you're
roll.
shooting with the crossbow?
Yes, an 8.
An 8. An 8 misses. So the bolt just goes flying a little high. Just goes right over the heads of all of them. You see the gnome kind of flinch a little bit, and he's got his hands full of all 3 of the reins of the raptors, and he's got a crossbow in the other one, but he seems a little unsure of what to do. He wasn't expecting resistance like this. Is that it for your turn?
Well, I'm probably just going to get up and storm off towards that area so I can do it again. That's 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, correct?
Yep. Looks good to me. Zach, your character is up. What are you doing?
Well, the marshal tries to shut the door, and glory in combat. So, gonna move up to the. I guess I'll stand next to the marsh. Wait, no, hold on a second here. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I guess I do. I know there's somebody out there. So is it possible for me to just run up and start hitting things?
Sure. I mean, technically with your movement, you can move, attack, and move if you have movement left to go. So
That's 30.
that puts you in range.
And I'm just going to hit her with my Warhammer, I guess.
Okay.
Or hit it, whatever it is. Bash out the door. Ah!
As you get up the side of the train, you see that this woman is looks less rough and tumble than the others did. She has an air of superiority to her. Although
You look fancy. Let me
that
make you less
quickly
fancy.
changes as she sees this red thing come sprinting up the coal car towards her.
So I'm going to guess I'm going to hit her then.
You're welcome to try.
That would be a 17.
17 hits.
Was it 1d8? It's a d8. Is this thing? Yeah. That'll be 6 damage.
Alright. Well, you certainly caught her off guard, and she's not looking great as you just plow right into her midsection with it as she's trying to reload her weapon. Okay, that means that Kayla, you're up. Sorry, Zach, unless there was anything else you wanted to do.
No.
Okay. Kayla?
So we heard the gunshot way back here.
Yes, with the train having been completely stopped and all you can hear is crickets, you would most certainly have heard the 6 gunshots go off. Shortly followed by cursing, another gunshot, and a raw thud.
Right. So she's gonna kind of like peer around like the side of the seat
Mm-hmm.
and like more curiously, and then and she's gonna kind of like mumble to herself, like, "Oh, guess I better get up there in case anyone gets hurt." She's gonna take her full movement and start to go up there. So it's 25. So she's stuck here. Or does she go to the next cart for 25?
You'd be in the middle of the two carts.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so right about
she's-
there.
So she got up there.
Okay.
My turn is done.
Zeke, you are up, sir. Because you guys
All right,
killed the other ones
so-
like that.
Not my fault.
5, 10, 15. If I look through the doorway, do I see this dude in the back?
You would not, because as you're looking through the door, the cart goes up, there's a pile of coal. You can see the back of Zach's character and the woman somewhat doubled over from having been struck with a warhammer.
Okay. Is going diagonal 5 feet or 10 feet?
5.
Okay, so 20, 25, 30. And I will take out my axe.
I will say,
and- what?
as you are now standing up there, if you are looking towards the engine, you will see that there is another bandit in there standing over the corpse of a man with a white and blue striped shirt and hat.
I shoot him with my finger.
Okay. Roll for your attack.
All right. Come on, big money, no money. Fuck.
What did you get? Huh?
I think that's a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as you climb up onto the coal car, the other bandit has since turned and seen his friend getting hit and sees this very big metal thing point his finger at him, and he doesn't react right away. He's so confused, but your shot goes just a little bit wide as your foot slips in the pile of coal and your bullet pings off the door frame and he ducks behind cover very quickly. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'll go ahead and take my shield out and just stand ready. So I get my full AC. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. It is now the gnome by the raptor's turn.
Fuck!
He is going to see Zach's character attack the woman, and he is going to take a shot at you with his crossbow. Oh. That's a natural 20. Why don't you ever roll that good when it's just like me? Okay. So I'm assuming a 23 hits. So Zach, you would take 4 piercing damage.
4. Okay.
And now, it is the one in the engine car's turn. And seeing that he just got shot at by the giant metal man, he's totally freaked out because he's never seen anything like this. He's going to take a shot at you, Zeke. That is a 17 to hit.
It does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. So he shoots at you, and it ricochets off your shield, and your eyes glow a little bit redder, and he's just like, oh, fuck! There's a strange smell coming from the engine room now. Kirsten, it is your turn.
I can't smell.
I get to go.
You get to go.
She's just been sitting there twiddling her thumbs.
So I mean that's very in character, but she would notice that everyone's left. So grumbling to herself, she would stand up, and as she was walking, she'd be like, "Well, I guess the train was the best method of travel, wasn't it?" So she is going to stand up and walk back here and loot the green guy.
Damn it! I knew I forgot something.
You can't loot everything.
Says the loot goblin.
Okay, so you spend your turn looting.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me find the right page for this.
Put in the bag, you'll lose it.
No, we're not doing that again.
Yes, you are.
From those two, you would find a potion of healing on each one of them. So
Okay.
2 total. And between the two of them, you would find 15 silver pieces and 29 copper pieces.
Probably should have dropped that one off the train. Oh well.
He's not that far back. He's kind of under the caboose. So,
Okay, so after she gets it, she's taking like a couple silver pieces and kind of tossing it in the air, and then she's just gonna meander and go, let's see, 25, 30. She's making her way back up, but like she's not in a hurry. She's just like, all right, well, I guess I got my money back.
and I'm kind of technically you should have only looted one, but I kind of like the idea of just like la la la, la la da da da. Okay, so with
Well-
that,
Gravity is upside down.
oh, did somebody flip themselves again?
I don't know how to spin it.
Not like that.
Just don't mind me.
Yes.
Hands up.
I can't take you guys anywhere. Okay, it is.
It's on a train.
It is the woman's turn, and seeing as how she just got thwacked by a hammer, she is going to draw her scimitar and attempt to hit Zach back. No! Natural 1. So, she goes to take a swing at you. Her foot slips in the coal. She swings wide and throws her sword off to her right, off the train. And
Impaling the goblin. Or gnome.
I mean,
Just it's a joke, not really.
I was already thinking about it, so she hits him. It hits him for 4 piercing damage. Why not? You just hear him off in the distance. Ah, Abigail, why? Okay. Pez, it's your go. Zach, you're up. You're on deck.
Sorry, I was sneezing up a storm. Where the heck am I? I am right there.
You were there.
All right, they're engaged. Probably have a little bit better range for the other gringo. So I'm Are these windows open, or like could I just easily open them in like a free action?
Oh yeah, they're very easy to open for sure.
Okay, so I can open them and then shoot through.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, well I'm gonna do that.
You do that, or you can try to do that.
I will try to do that with a 13 plus 7, which is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Hooray! It is that button. 6 damage.
He is. You shot him with your crossbow?
Yes.
Okay. So not only does he have a scimitar sticking out of him, Now he has an arrow sticking out of him. He's not looking good. He is stumbling. He's barely holding on to the reins of these Deinonychuses.
It's like the pet detective.
Zach, you're up. Kayla, you were on deck.
I'm gonna taunt her. Nice throw, idiot.
She just
Smack her
glares at
again.
you. Still looking fairly winded.
Glare all you want. You're still gonna die. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Wow. Okay. The D. Where's the D thing again?
These guys don't look very well equipped. They look very ragtag kind of bandit group.
Oh, that's 7 plus 2, so 9 damage.
Okay, so as you taunt her and you rear back with your hammer and you just right in the midsection again, she goes down off the coal car onto the ground and she is no more.
Weak.
Is there anything else you would like to do? You still have...
I'm gonna look at the cart with the guy. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna look at the guy hiding behind the wall and like, hey! You better be better than your friend at fighting.
All you hear in response is him just cursing up a storm. Shit, shit, shit. That's not how it's supposed to go. Shit.
And, done.
Okay. Kayla, what would you like to do? Zeke,
I
you're on
guess
deck.
I'm just gonna keep walking up there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Alrighty. No bonus action or anything?
No, that's okay. I'm good.
Okay. Zeke, you're up.
I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to walk over to this side of the train and see the... Hearing the pain screams of the gnome has drawn my attention. I'll look over and just say, That's much better. That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
All right, 1d10 plus. Yeah, 1d10 plus 1. That's 11 points of damage. That's max damage.
Jesus.
So, as this guy gets a scimitar in the leg, he starts screaming at Abigail for throwing the scimitar at him. Then he gets shot in the other leg from the train car window. Before he even has time to register that this happened, he sees the woman named Abigail go down off the side of the cart, and then the Terminator walks up to the edge and just... he knew no more. So down he goes, and in all that commotion and all that ruckus, as the reins are dropped from his hands, the Deinonychus, they don't run away, but sensing that they are free, they start to wander off. So they start to move off this way. Perhaps just to get away from the noise, or maybe they just wanted nothing to do with whatever their previous masters wished. Goodbye, little man. Oh, and there he's gone. Down to Hades. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do, sir?
I'll take the rest of my movement to investigate this way.
Okay. Well, it is now his turn.
Oh, and can I take my bonus action to say something?
Sure, I'll allow it.
As I walk around the corner, I know he's there, so I'll just say, surrender or die.
As his
Look
turn
up at
comes...
Zeke, he's gonna die.
Oh, sorry. Surrender and die.
I don't like either of those options. And he'll come around the corner and he will make a swing at Zeke's character with his scimitar again. Or not again, but ooh, that's a natural 20. I get to do some damage. Okay. I'm assuming a natural 20 hits you anyway. I'm assuming. I might be wrong, but I'm assuming that it does hit.
Might be. You're 1 point off from being wrong.
That is 3 slashing damage.
Total?
Total.
Okay. Wow.
This guy doesn't look very strong. He looks very scrawny and is freaking out right now.
You just must have rolled really shitty on
It just
on those 2
scrapes
dice.
across. Sparks fly everywhere. I just look down.
Ah, shit. that's all he manages to say. Kirsten, it is your turn.
So since she got her loot from the 2 members, she shrugs. She figures she might just catch up with everyone. Before she does so, she is going to use her bonus action to shape shift into her fox form.
Ooh, okay.
So she is like this big, and she has the same little black-tipped ears and tail, and that iridescent sheen, and purple eyes. And she's going to action dash to catch up with everyone. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So yeah, Nim, your character just sees like a tiny little white snow fox just run by your feet. And that's my turn.
Yep, it is a very out of place creature to see in the desert, let alone on a train. And with that being said, Nim, it is your turn.
Who all is still alive? Is it this goober?
Just the one goober.
And the dynamic.
In my experience and past, I know what they are, right? What these dinos are, correct?
Yes, 100% you would know what they are.
Would I be able to discern how to, like, call them over or calm them down, or?
From this range, probably not. You could certainly try, but they are currently wandering away from the train, and you were in a train with the window cracked.
Do they have, like, any saddlebags or anything, or?
They have saddles, but no saddlebags.
Okay, so they're just mounts. They probably don't have anything interesting. I guess my character is going to gently put the window back up, because I'm a gentleman. And I'm going to, I guess, continue on forward to see why the train has stopped. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
So you do a little hop skip over top of the white fox that just skittered past you.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Pardon.
Zach, you were up. Kayla, you were on deck.
Okay. Okay. It's a stupid voice.
Oh.
You know the voice.
I know.
Can I use my bonus action to yell something at the dude?
You don't have to waste a bonus action for that. It's kind of so long as you're keeping it short and sweet.
Hey, you don't seem worth killing. Wanna just come out?
You ain't taking me alive, he responds.
Alright, fuck it, you die. Charge into the fucking thing and cast inflict wounds on him.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
die.
That's going to be a 16.
16 hits.
Where'd my other die go? Oh, right in front of my face because I'm a retard. Yeah, he's really dead. Like, I'm not even going to tell you the number. He's
I
really
need to know the number.
10, 8, and 8.
Okay, yeah, how do you want to do this?
I'm not even going to look at the cart. I'm just going to swing my hammer on the wall where he is and crush him. Just nonchalantly fucking walk back depressed.
Alright, so as Zach's character walks into the train car, he just sort of and brains just go all over the side of the cart, and the body slumps dead to the ground.
I'm just going to slump back and
Okay. We are now out of combat, but we'll finish the round just to kind of see what everyone is doing. So, Kayla, what is your character doing?
What card is this?
It looks a lot more upscale and comfortable than the car you were in from the start. So
so it's first class. Okay.
Yeah, this is the car where they're all hiding. People are all
yes,
hiding.
there are people hiding inside that are looking at a fair few of you with fear, concern, confusion, and there's actually a little boy in the cart right beside you that is just looking at you. Just in sheer awe. Before his mother pulls him out of the way from the window and tells him to. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work the way that I think. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft,
Okay.
and I want to. It says I can instantly make a flower blossom, but I'm assuming that there has to be a flower nearby, correct?
There would need to be either soil or something for a flower to grow out of, yes.
Are there any plants outside?
No, this is a desolate wasteland. It is all desert, dried, and cracked earth. There's some shrubs, but they're not the kind that would really blossom and bloom.
Then then never mind. She sees the kid, and she's just gonna give him like a little wave.
He tries to wave back, but the mother slaps his arm back down and just turns to shield him from you.
And she's gonna kind of like look up to the front of the coal car and be like, "Are you guys all right?"
Does anyone say anything in response?
No, I'm bored, and this was stupid.
I detect no further damages.
Are they dead?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess that solves that.
Nah, his body's still up there if you want to see if there's anything on him. I'm not gonna bother with these people.
No, I'm all right. Thank you, though.
All right.
And then you hear the fox just like take off towards it.
Actually, hearing that, I kind of take it as an order and I start searching the body in front of me.
Yeah,
So you're searching the body too?
Yeah.
Don't fox past me. That's not going to bode well for you.
Well,
All right, so as this is all happening, the marshal, who kind of stopped really sticking his neck out as Zach's character and Zeke's character rushed up and didn't really leave him much room to get up there and do anything himself as he was attempting to reload. Then everything goes quiet, and he hears Zach's character scream, "Oh, I'm so bored!" And just kind of confused, and he peeks up over the edge of the coal cart and noticing that there's no more combat really going on, he kind of looks at the two up at the front and looks into the baggage car where the other person car. Brain is failing me right now, and he's just like, "Who are you all?"
Point of order, I just realized that my character doesn't know how to search a body, so he just picked it up and started shaking it.
Picked it up by the leg.
Like a
he just
nun
picked it
trying to
up and
get a
started
coin out of a
shaking it.
kid's throat.
Oh my god, I'm not touching
All I
that
can
one.
think of is the fucking kid from Finding Nemo with the bag.
Fishy!
Oh my god, no.
Wait, so are you legit shaking the body upside down?
Yeah, no, I'm not even. It's not. He doesn't even pick it up from upside down. He just picks it up and starts shaking it. So it's probably more like sideways. He's just.
I would like to point out that this man no longer has a head, and he's basically
shaking
just
blood out of
shaking
him?
blood everywhere. And as this is happening, the marshal peeks up over the coal cart and sees this and just like, put him down. Just stop. Down. Yeah.
Well, this just got more
come-
interesting.
Come out of there. Jesus.
I just walk toward the marshal.
All right, you go, and you're just like covered in blood. He's like, tell you what. Go around the outside of the car, not where those fine folk are hiding up, and go find something to wipe yourself off with, yeah?
I look down at the lapine.
Don't look at me, you just shook blood all over yourself.
Didn't think of that.
You have fur. This is technically a useful item.
You use me to wipe blood, and I'll turn you into what that guy looks like when I was done.
I sense hostility.
Really? Go around the cart. Don't use me to wipe. There are probably towels or something in one of the bags.
Okay, I start walking back to my equipment car because I probably would have seen something to wipe myself off with.
Fucking
Yeah,
robots.
you could find something to clean yourself off with easily enough back in there.
Okay.
What is everyone else doing?
I'm just sulking back to the cart.
I would have moved up to at least here.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm making an attack at a fox.
Well, no, as soon as I get out here, I'm going to jump down and run underneath the cart to here. I'm
going to be at the ready. I saw this.
Make a perception check, Zach.
Okay. Perception?
Yes. Because you are sulking.
Would I also do a stealth?
Dude, I super fucking see her. I just rolled a nat 20.
God.
I'm going to take your dice away.
I mean, I'll put the camera down here and show you.
No,
So I
believe
don't-
you.
Do I do a stealth roll or...
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Well, yeah, I went underneath the cart.
Okay, yeah. Make a stealth check. Zach, what is your perception with the 20 plus modifier?
So what is it? You mean like what's it in the plus
Yeah.
thing?
Yes.
It's +5.
Okay, so 25.
27.
Okay. So Zach, as you are sulking, you see a brief little flash of something, but you're not totally sure what it was. It could have just been the sun glinting off of Zeke's character as he's walking by. But then you go back and you just keep kicking pieces of coal, maybe even trying to kick one off and hit Zeke's character.
Also, as point of order, I would have walked out, saw the person lying on the ground, and they have cloth on them.
She does have cloth on her.
I pick her up and start wiping myself off with her.
With the whole body.
Just she uses the body as a towel.
Well, I grab the jacket and it doesn't come off, so I'm just like,
I'll allow it. As you were cleaning yourself on her, a note falls out of her pocket onto the ground.
I pick it up.
Stop it.
Can you pick it up?
I can pick it up. I have fingers.
Okay, so you pick it up and you have a note that looks like it has some hand-scrawled writing on it.
Can I read it? Is it I know Common, Dwarvish, and the other language.
And the other language, yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Speak Terminator.
Yes, 001001101. Yes, it is written in Common, and you are very. It is very easy to read. It's actually very nice looping handwriting. It's not the kind of handwriting that you would have expected to be in possession of these ne'er-do-wells. So
I don't know what that word means.
Ne'er-do-wells, no good.
No, my character doesn't know what that means.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna have so much fun with this.
So you see on the note that there's a time written on it with a very crudely drawn map of a location that the train just passed not too long ago, where the track splits off into two separate directions, and there's little scribblings with an X. And there's nothing really there that says what they were looking for, but at the bottom of this little hand-drawn map with the time written on it says, regroup at the Tempest Inn. What
time is on it?
It would be for the current day at, let's see, it would be, after all that commotion was said and done, it's about early afternoon, so 1:30ish. And, and the time on the note would say 12-1.
Okay. I'm going to let other people do stuff before I proceed.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? Is there anyone doing anything in particular?
What's the marshal doing?
The marshal is currently standing there, seeming to try to collect himself, as he wasn't expecting... One, he wasn't expecting the attack. And two, he wasn't expecting so many people to, A, help, and B, be as insanely efficient as they were.
She is going to walk her way up, like, excuse me, pardon me, and like go up here, and she's just gonna like address the marshal, and she's just gonna be like, "Are you okay? Do you need assistance?"
No, darling, I'm doing just fine. I was mighty scared for a little while there, but no one seems to be hurt other than the ones that needed some hurting. Now, there is a problem about the train. Well, the train ain't moving. And he kind of peers over the coal and says, conductor seems to be dead. And I don't believe anyone else on this train knows how to work this thing. So we're in a bit of a pickle.
Would she?
Would she who? What?
Would she know how to work the train?
What's funny is I know actually how to work a steam-powered locomotive, but I don't think my character does.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about your character.
No, your character would not know how to run the train.
Okay.
There's no big button on the front that says go.
No, it was more like with the reading that she's done, if this was something that she's ever come across.
It's a different thing altogether to be able to read how a train is supposed to work and
Okay.
be able to actively manage it and keep the temperatures the same, keep the heat up, and also the fact that you're in the middle of a desert also factoring in. It's a lot of things that unless you were properly trained and have experience in, you would risk it blowing up the engine.
Yeah. Are we close to a town?
Sorta. We're still on our way to Lunawind. We're, geez. If my math is right, we're about 40 odd miles from the nearest town. Actually, I might have a proposition for you decent folk who helped me out in all this, if you're willing. He kind of looks around at everyone. He sees Zach's character kicking Cole, the metal man who cleaned himself off with another body and just dropped it and reading a note. He did not see Kirsten's character run towards the front. Speaking of, what are you up to? What are you doing?
Once I get inside, I'm going to change back into my human form
All right.
and loot the body.
Okay. Let's see. I have too many things open. Why are you open? Who are you?
Your bed.
Let's see. You find 3 gold pieces and another potion of healing. Well, I say another. You find a potion of healing and 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
Apart from the other gear that he's wearing, his clothing, the weapons he was using.
She would have grabbed at least the gun, but she's like holding it out like this. She doesn't really know what to do with it. She's like holding it.
That guy had a crossbow. The one that had a gun was the woman that was smacked off the. She was the one that Zeke's character was shaking. She was the one that had the gun.
Gotcha. Okay, so she's not really fazed by a crossbow. So just after she loots the body, she's gonna like crawl up the coals a little, and then she's gonna be like, "Hey, anyone know how to drive this thing? Or are we not going anywhere?"
Not
No?
me, darling, says the marshal says to everyone.
I'm gonna turn around. What are you?
What am I? Seems like a
Yes.
really personal question coming from a red bunny.
Yeah, you kind of look like something that I'm not a fan of.
Now, hold up. Y'all take a quick breather. Maybe without hopefully not being too personal here. Who are y'all? He kind of just starts scanning your faces.
At this point, I would like to approach the marshal, and I request leave from your service.
Well, now, hang on there, big fella.
I request leave from your service.
Well, I mean, I can't rightly keep you here, if I'm being honest, but I do have some other questions and potential job for you if you're interested.
Waiting for it.
I request leave from your service.
Denied!
Processing.
Well, I mean, it's your choice. I can't hold you.
Look at the marshal. Like, I don't think that's gonna work.
I request leave from your service.
I'm gonna look at the robot. Why?
I said, yeah, you're good.
Accepted. I'm relieved. And I hand him the note.
Oh. All right. He opens the note and he looks at it. He looks a little confused, kind of concerned. And he kind of folds it up and sticks it in his shirt pocket. Well, now I'm for certain I got a job for you. If you lot are interested. Helping out a lawman like myself.
It will be more fun than these jokers.
Well, I mean, for starters, we got to get ourselves a new conductor for this here train. Because we ain't going nowheres without one. And I don't really want to leave these innocent people on this train by themselves in case something else comes around. So, with that being said, Luna Wind, and he points down the tracks in the direction that the train was heading initially, about 40 miles down that way. We need you to go to the Dragonfly station there. Let them know that we've been hijacked, conductor's dead, and we need a replacement. Be about day and a half, good travel. You'd probably be there, if you left now, you'd be there late in the evening, come tomorrow. And, might need you to go talk to an old friend of mine, runs the inn down that way. Give you more information if you're interested in taking the job. Otherwise, you're stuck here on this hot-ass train with the rest of us until we get her fixed.
Do I see, like, his badge? Is it something that I would recognize?
Oh, you would definitely recognize this person. This is, or at the very least, you would have heard of him. His name is Marshall Young, and he's a male human. He's the marshal from Locust Harbor, and he's very well known for taking the odd law job, filling in for sheriffs who are sick in other towns. He's very well known, and generally people like him. You would most certainly have at least heard the name.
Okay.
And he wears the badge on his left pocket right there that just says Locust Harbor Marshal.
I wonder if I should, like, just not do anything, like not draw attention to myself, or YOLO, why not? I'm going to, like, whistle at him very subtly and just, like, lift up my poncho to reveal my little badge.
He glances over at you and sees the little chit that you show him, and he raises his eyebrows and gives you a little upward nod. It's like, all right, very good to know. That explains quite a bit. You were a real good shot. So, think you're up for the task? I can talk to some contacts in the guild there and make sure you're compensated for your work.
You, we got a ride.
He kind of hops down off the connector of the train. Let's see. Make him look that way. Looks out this way at the Deinonychus. Kind of, they're not so much running anymore. They're sort of staying at a distance and just kind of keeping an eye out, maybe looking for some prey. But they don't seem aggressive. Well, you could always try and wrangle some of them, but depending on how many of you want to go, they may not be able to carry all of you. I do know it's about a day and a half, maybe a little more on foot, if you head off in that direction. You take them, you might be a little faster, but then you got to worry about keeping them fed and all.
Would I know if these things can, sorry.
They're good. Go ahead.
I just didn't know if, like, would these things be able to carry two people at once?
You know that they They're fairly sturdy creatures. They can carry a fair amount, a little over 200 pounds each, but it would really kind of all depend on everyone's current weight with their equipment and all.
Yeah, because I don't weigh nothing.
So, yes, sir.
Would I see the gun that the lady had?
From where you are, yeah, from when you were shaking her, you would have seen the gun on her person as you were shaking her around like a rag doll.
Can I pick it up and inspect it?
You most certainly can. You pick it up and you see that it is a much lower quality pistol. It is a Raven and Crow. I'm trying to find my stiff. Where'd you go? Too many tabs. It is a Raven and Crow Sable handgun. And it does... Who's spinning the rocks? It does not look to be very well kept. In fact, make an investigation check for me, please.
Investigation. 5.
Well, you're no expert, but even still, you're pretty sure that this thing has dirt in places that it probably shouldn't have dirt. You don't quite know the extent of the neglect, but it is what it is. It is something that may or may not shoot a bullet, and yeah.
You said it's a sable gun. What kind of gun is that?
I can add it to your inventory real quick.
Okay.
If you were keeping it.
I'll keep it just in case.
Okay, I'll let you keep it.
Put it in your databanks.
Well, while they're doing that, could I slowly encroach on the dinos and see if I could, like, call them over and...
Yeah,
them?
make a animal handling check for me, please.
Animal handling check.
Ooh, where is that? Ooh.
Animal handling. Ooh. Let's do it. Oof, yikes. 11.
So, two of them completely ignore you. One of them perks his head up, glances at you, just gets you centered in one of its big eyes, and just sort of stares at you. But neither of them seem very interested.
Probably look more like a snack to them.
Can I go over and help him?
You can certainly try. What are you trying to lure them with? And what is everyone else doing while these two are seemingly attempting to coax the Deinonychuses closer to them?
Holds myself up by my neck. Look, food!
I'm going to be just studying everyone I see. Not really see anything.
I am going to be like going to each cart or like cubby thing and like ushering the people like back to their seats, making sure that they're okay.
Okay. Some of the people stay because they did pay for the seats.
Right.
And those ones that do stay seem relieved that they now have their personal space back. As the people are as you're ushering them back there, the mother with the boy that you had seen earlier, he's peeking over her shoulder and he is trying so hard to get loose. He is pointing and making grabbing motions at you. He seems just completely and totally enthralled with you, but she bustles on back to the back of the cart and they go and they take their seat. One person pauses just a moment before going through the door and says, it was that gentleman that was leaning up against the window who was just drooling all over. It's in his beard. He didn't bother to clean up. He just looks haggard. He's like, what happened? What's going on? Huh?
There was an altercation, but it's taken care of now.
An altar what?
You can go back to your seat. There's nothing to worry about.
All right. Gonna go take a nap then. Hey, you know the train ain't moving?
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right. Goes and picks up his seat and kind of lays his head back against the window and appears to try to catch up on his beauty rest, or lack thereof.
That's gonna get real hot real quick.
He doesn't seem to care. You would have noticed, actually, good point. Cheek is red, the rest of him, not so much. Just right against the window. Getting all nice and toasty warm. I don't know where Kirsten ran off to, so, yeah, okay. So, back to you two fine gentlemen trying to get the Deinonychus. What are you trying to lure them with?
Shit, I don't know.
Shiny
Shake us
keys.
Shake the keys. So either both of you can roll in animal handling, or one or the other of you can roll with advantage. It is your choice.
Maybe you want to go ahead and roll with advantage?
Yeah, sure. I'll roll real dice this time. Oof.
Was that a mistake?
Thank God I had an advantage. That would be 21.
Ooh, okay. As both of you are standing out there in the middle of the desert landscape, and you're kind of whistling, patting your legs, and trying all sorts of combinations of, and as far as Nim would know, having been out here and done this more often, he goes through a different series of whistles to try and see which one they were trained with, and eventually he lands on one that seems to have all three of them perk their heads up real quick and come trotting over towards you.
How tall are these things?
Excellent question.
Depends on if they're fantasy or actual world.
You know, it doesn't specify, but
Deinonychus was usually about 4 to 5 feet tall at the tallest part of its life.
let's go with that.
Highest part of its lifespan,
So 5 feet-ish?
give or take.
Okay. They got a good 2 feet on me.
Which, looking at the corpse that's right in front of them, that two of them are looking at with a lot of interest. He was even shorter than you, so it would seem that they are at least trained to not go after something just because it's small.
I'm gonna approach one of them, kind of like, what was it, like Chris Pine in Jurassic World?
Chris Pine, yeah.
And I'm gonna like
Chris Pratt. I'm sorry, Chris Pine
Yeah,
was
Chris
Star
Pratt.
Trek.
one of the Chris's,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna like reach out, hand shaking, and try to like pet its nose to see if it'll let me befriend it.
It kind of tilts its head side to side, putting the eye on the side of its head so that it can keep its gaze on you, and it'll eventually kind of lean down and press its snout into your hand as it starts taking in your scent.
Wow.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
All right.
As this is happening, the marshal's watching them and kind of keeping a hand on his own gun and just making sure that they don't lunge at them suddenly. He kind of leans over and to you, Zeke, and he's like, What are you? What's your name there, feller?
Searching databanks. No designation.
You ain't got a name?
No.
Can I hear this?
Make a perception check because you were currently luring 3 large Deinonychuses towards you.
7.
No, you are super laser focused on these creatures that are taller than you with big pointy teeth.
Is this name important?
Well, yeah, everybody's got a name. My name's Marshall. He kind of points up at you, Kayla. You got a name?
Yes. Doesn't everyone?
He don't, apparently.
She kind of just like stares at him.
Mind
Just
if I
kinda
ask
like-
you what your name is?
You can call me Vanera.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Vanera.
With a V or a B?
V.
Okay.
What about you two over there? He calls over to Zach and Nim's characters. What
I'm
you
going
lot
to,
called?
I'm going to very skillfully, like I've been doing it for decades, of which I have been, mount the dino, the Deinonychus, and like tip my hat and just call over.
You can call me Pez.
Is it like PZ? Isn't like the dispenser?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm Zon. Hi.
All right, Venera, Pez, Zon. Kind of can't ask Kirsten her character. I hope everything's okay.
We want to take a break.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to take a break. We'll take a 10-minute break, and hopefully things will be. She'll be back and everything. So, don't go anywhere too far. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back a little bit early, because we're ready to roll more dice and whatnot. So, Kirsten, everyone is going around introducing themselves. So Marshall kind of glances over and sees you at the engine. He's like, what's your name, darling?
So she's gonna hop down from the coal cart and kind of walk around. And she's back in her human form, so the white kimono got a little coal marks on it, but it's fine. She walks around and she does kind of a very subtle, like, curtsy, and then she just says, "Name is Kasumi." Not anything you'll probably have to remember super often, but looks like we're not traveling anywhere right now, are we?
Real fast. What was that name? Spell that for me real quick here.
Kasumi? So that is Kasumi.
Someone somehow managed to flip a chair, and I'm really not sure.
Would y'all leave my chair alone? Stop it!
I just put my character on the dino, so
Well, he's kind of in the dino, but I get what you mean.
he's writing him.
So into you.
Well, now, we ain't going anywhere anytime soon. None of us know how to work this damn thing. So, got a bit of a proposition for all 5 of you if you're interested. Can get you some compensation from the Mercenary Guild for doing this work for me.
Fuck it, I'm in.
Yeah. I mean, it'll get me there faster than this train will, so sure.
right, there's a solid argument. All right. Well, got one task for you that's nice and simple. The second one, it'd be more of a favor for me. Something that would do me mighty good, and it'd put me in your debt. So first and foremost, I need y'all to head southwestward down these tracks until you get to the city called Lunawind. First things first, need y'all to go into the station and talk to the station messenger. Let her know that the train's been hijacked, the conductor's dead, we need a replacement, and to stop any other trains coming along this way, seeing as we can't exactly get out the way. Secondly, and I'm going to leave this up to you all of how far you want to look into this, but at the very least, you'd be doing me a great service if you were to go to the inn in Lunawind called the Tempest Inn and talk to the proprietor there named Amanda Tempest and show her this note. And he kind of holds it out, and seeing as Zeke's character is closest, he'll hand it back to him.
I take it.
Okay. Show her that, and see if she knows anything about it. You hear anything? Hopefully once this train gets chugging along, I'll be back there, and at the very least in Lunawind, and if for some reason I miss you and you have any other information for me, you can usually find me in Locust Harbor. That sound like a fine deal to you lot?
Yeah, I got nothing better to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, all right then. Got your names. Can always send you a message if I need to. And I'll be talking with the Mercenary Guild and see what kind of benefit I can get for you all heading out into the night on this little here journey. Well, I ain't gonna keep you. You got about a day and a half of travel ahead of you, so go on, get. And he'll hop back up onto the train to start talking to the passengers, make sure everyone's okay, and figure out how he's going to stay the night. So, what do you guys do?
Well, I'm on the back of one of the things, so...
I thought not riding the things that normally eat me.
I'm gonna come up and investigate from like a 10-foot distance these dinos. I'm just gonna check them out and wait to see what everyone else does.
How do you rotate things?
Scroll wheel.
Yeah, you can pick it up and use the scroll wheel or use Q and E. Well, at the moment, they all are very calm and just kind of looking around in an interested sort of fashion. Just kind of, they were ridden kind of hard, so, you know, their adrenaline spiked and they're kind of a little twitchy, but not in an aggressive way. It just looks like they're ready to go again.
Well,
Just biting or scratching or anything.
seeing that we have a long way to go, I weigh probably the least amount, so if someone would like to hop on with me, I could carry at least one other.
1 second. What's their carry weight again?
Pez, you would know that they can carry little over 200 pounds or so.
No, they can carry a good amount.
I can't ride with you.
Pez, you would also know that while these creatures are fairly fast, they're only marginally faster than what you could do on foot. They would be a little bit faster than you, but not by a whole lot.
I mean, we could always take them and walk at the same time.
If anyone wants to rest their feet, they can hop on one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass, but I appreciate the offer.
Just eye the fox up the corner of my eye.
I'm a fox lady.
You're a fox.
You're a
So-
bunny.
You're right, I am. Congratulations. You won the lottery.
So no one else was gonna be hopping on them.
They can't carry me. Like, my weight is over what they can carry. Even one of them can't carry me.
Well, technically, they could theoretically still carry you, but they would just be at a slower than normal pace.
I was about to say, I think I'm 270 in total.
How? You were a small rabbit man.
I'm about 150, but my equipment's heavy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I suppose we should start walking.
Works for me.
Panera just does a backflip and starts walking on down the tracks.
Is that metal thing coming with us?
What's your name, robot thing?
What's your name?
Is robot thing my name?
It could be Metal Man. I like that name too.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt my brain.
Metal Man. I do not like. But as this is happening, I'm starting to follow the brightly colored person.
Wait, which one's the brightly colored person? I'm the
Good
brightly
point.
colored
That
person,
would be
aren't I?
you dingus.
God fucking damn it.
You did this to yourself.
You got a puppy. Oh, we have a party puppy.
God. We'll find a name for you on the way to town. Screw it. Let's go. We'll follow the rest. We'll follow the Deinonychus.
Yeah, I don't want to be first.
Well, if none of y'all want to do nothing, then I guess I'll scout ahead with the other two Deinonychus.
See, like 20 feet ahead of us or something.
I feel like that's ideal.
I will point out that on my forehead you do see a unique looking symbol. For anyone that knows magic, it does not seem to be arcane in nature, but it's like a oval that is broken. So it's not the full oval, it's broken on each side, and then two other lines come out at curves from the top and bottom. So it's an oval that's kind of tilted, broken at each end, and then two more lines coming out of the sides.
So it's a peace sign.
No.
His name is Peacebot.
Rejected.
Are you allowed to reject me?
It's my name.
But you have to follow orders.
I am no longer under orders from any authority figure.
Well, it just so happens I'm an authority figure.
I detect lie.
Do you detect
make
lie?
a insight check.
Do I need to make a deception check against this?
My insight is +0, so it's a 15.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
I didn't even roll. You don't know that.
It was not a very convincing argument.
This group merely seems like the most interesting mode of exploration.
Alright, well, I guess we better get going. Somebody else can find a name for him, I guess, because my ideas aren't cool enough.
Eve.
I like Metal Man. That's a good thing.
Just
Rejected.
the velociraptors galloping. Just. All right. So is there anything you guys would like to do as you're traveling for the rest of the day?
Oh, I'll actually ask, who chose your name? I'll direct this to the Vulpine woman.
Kirsten, that's you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I heard Vulpine and got a little confused myself too.
Yeah, I was.
Another word for a fox.
I didn't know that. Okay.
My brain
Actually,
just
is
didn't
correct.
make the connection.
And she just thinks for a moment and she shrugs. And she's like, well, I guess technically it was from a different realm. So I was summoned with it? I guess that's I don't even know if you would understand that.
Actually, he immediately perks up and asks, "What realm?"
She just sits there and she's just like, another realm.
Wait, I don't understand that.
And she's like, it's another realm. I mean, are you
I
guys?
understand the other realm, but did you just appear and automatically know your name?
She just like kind of shrugs. Maybe?
I'm just gonna walk.
I then turned Vanira, who chose your name.
It was given to me. And that's all he gets.
Gathering data is difficult.
We're the worst at data entry ever.
Hey, Pez, who gave you your name?
My name? Not really that important.
Well, my name was given to me by my dad. I'm gonna continue walking.
What is dad?
The person who raised me, I guess.
And you just see the metal man just like kind of drift off in his thoughts, like,
I'm gonna stare at it because I didn't realize robots could get lost in thought.
oh god.
Okay.
Look at her Karate Kid in the background.
So, you guys travel along for the rest of the day. And eventually, as you're all just pounding your heads against a brick wall trying to figure out this walking, talking metal man who seems to not really understand a lot of what's going on, night starts to fall. What do you do?
At this point, I've gone slightly insane trying to figure out how this works. Ah! It's literally like trying to pound my head against a brick wall. Does anybody... Wait a minute. Brick.
We're not about to name him Brick.
I like the name Brick.
She's
It
gonna
is
turn.
not unpleasant.
He accepts it.
I mean,
No.
think about it, guys. He's
Not
big.
rejected, but not accepted.
Ugh. I'm just gonna be defeated and sulk again.
Is it better than Captain Literal? She just grins.
I am neither a captain of a ship nor any other vessel or vehicle.
Thank you. That was
Yeah.
very literal of you.
I don't think he's gonna get to choose his name. I think he's gonna inherit it. So
Are you guys
how
going to continue on through the night, or are you going to set up camp?
Zahn wants rest. I'm tired.
I too
Cranky.
require some form of rest.
How do robots need rest? Don't you have batteries?
What is a battery?
That would be a no.
Well, my head is still a little bit rattled from when I took that spill on the train, so I guess I could rest a little bit.
Resting is probably smart.
We'll need to find a place to tie up these three. We don't want them to snack on someone's tail. It's not pleasant.
If one of them eats one of my tail, I'll kill it. And then I'll find
look
its
around
family
for-
and kill all of it.
I'll look around for like a big tree.
All right, make a perception check for me, please.
That's not so bad. Perception 13.
Yeah, that'll be easy enough. You have to travel a little bit further along until you find another tree, which this one is collapsed, but it's a fairly thick log that you're able to purpose for hitching up the Deinonychuses so they don't get loose.
I got tents. I'm tired.
Anyone know how to make a fire?
I do. I know how to do all of that.
Perfect. So you're going to set up the tents?
Oh, god damn it.
After I see him set up the first one, I start helping. I just need to see him do it once.
The bugs. Where did they go?
I'm trying to
Pez,
change the
you eat them
music,
all.
but you guys have to load it first.
Pez, why'd you eat them all?
Yum, 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 yum.
Fucking Yoshi over here. After I see the robot start making tents, I'm gonna start start working on fire.
Does anyone here have any food? I mean, not for me, for these three, because again, they're probably a little bit hungry.
No, they won't eat what I have.
Are there any little lizards around?
Well, yes, there's one walking and talking right beside you.
You know what I mean.
I couldn't resist that. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Then make a perception check for me.
Can I assist? Because I would also like to look for
It's a
food
natural
for them.
19.
Oh, never mind.
Well, I can let him give you advantage if you want to see if you can score a higher.
It's a 19 plus 3. So 22.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, if you're fine there, Mr. DM man. No, you're good. Yeah, you take a little bit. Since the sun's going down, it's starting to cool off, so a lot of the lizards and nighttime critters are winding down and losing a lot of their speed and hyperactivity. So you turn over a couple rocks and you find some unfortunate volunteers to feed to the Deinonychuses so that they do not eat each other or you in the middle of the night.
She's gonna take the little lizards and go to the big lizard. And she's gonna hold them out and be like, you got them. You feed them.
This kind of seems so fucked up, just feeding bigger lizards, smaller lizards. Are we sure these
Getting,
aren't peasants'
getting the
cousins?
medium lizard to feed the bigger lizards, the small lizards.
How tall is your character?
Mine's like 5'2".
Oh, geez, I'm looking up at you.
So,
Thank you kindly.
And
I
will
just realized how short our group is.
Wait, how short are... Okay, so hold on a second here. Never mind. Actually, keep doing what you're doing. I'll find this out in a second.
I feed the bigger lizards.
Yeah, they very eagerly, but yet carefully. They know not to bite the hand, but they do go for the offered lizards and practically inhale them.
Slurpee.
Lizard spaghetti.
Lizard ravioli with meat sauce.
These three are taken care of.
All right.
I have berries if people are hungry.
All right. So, is there anything else that anyone wants to do for the night? Are you going to all go to sleep? Or are you going to go in shifts?
I'm gonna flip through my book. Just kind of study some pages.
And I'm just gonna tip my hat over my eyes and go sleep.
I just set up. I have to set up 3 tents and no one's gonna use them. I'm gonna be very upset in the morning.
I'll use one.
I'm just sitting on the log. Just
Oh, that's right. He doesn't care about Deinonychus. They're not gonna fucking eat him.
Okay. So you all go to sleep.
I'll take first watch.
as just a note, as you go to take first watch, you can I'm just there staring ahead. Lights are still on, just not moving.
Wait,
See Weebo.
what's the moon like?
There are actually 2 moons. One of them even. Let me double
Go with it.
double check on this super quick because it's been a while since I've looked at the moon stuff.
The tuba player in the background is just going ham.
I think that was good.
Yes,
Kind of gone over.
there are 2 moons, and one of there is Lavis, and there is Kalpamos, and Kalpamos has rings around it.
Are they both white, green, blue?
One of them is kind of a bluish white. The other one is more of a yellow tint. The Kalpamos is a little bit more yellow, and Lavis has a slightly bluer tinge to it, like a baby blue.
You guys will notice if you look at me before I go to sleep that my eyes are bright red instead of normally green. Couldn't hear you.
That's perfectly fine.
Oh,
I was talking to myself.
oh, okay. Cuddle my hammer.
All right.
Who's staying up?
I believe you said you were doing first watch.
Yeah, I am.
Do second
Was there
watch,
anyone
I
else?
guess.
I'm up. I'm here. Actually, for the first 2 hours, I'll just tinker with myself and try to figure out. Like I pull out my tinkering kit and like open up a hatch on my arm and just start poking at myself.
That's what they
Just
call
like
it
to
these
commend
days.
our maturity.
If the moon hits like just right, you'll notice a gem on her forehead.
I make no comment.
I'm out cold, snoring loudly.
So, Venera, you're on first watch by yourself?
Technically, I'm here too
Yeah.
because I have just
Steve is here too.
for the DM's benefit. I have Sentry's Rest.
Yep. I'm well aware. Okay.
Weebo is alert.
Yeah. Weebo from Flubber Weebo?
Yeah.
Yeah, nailed it. Venera and yeah, make a perception check for me.
Shock.
Fuck.
Both of us or just her?
You can too, sure.
13.
You said perception?
Mhm.
19.
Nice.
Okay. It's a very uneventful watch. You hear the yipping of a coyote off in the distance, but it sounds very, very far away. You hear the occasional...
Would she perk up at that?
It would catch your attention, yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, your night goes without much incident. And we move on to the second watch.
Which
God,
point
I
I have
can't
stopped.
sleep with all that snoring. I'll take second watch.
At which point I have stopped tinkering with myself and am completely still.
Okay, so Pez, you're on second watch on your own. Roll a
Sure.
perception check, please.
This is a long rest.
This is a long rest, yes.
Oh, I had it up. Where'd it go?
Where did you go? Oh no.
Technically, I can still see and hear.
Oh, Jesus.
Will that count?
I don't know that you'd be able to perform a perception check, though.
That's fair.
If it's something that would reach your passive perception, I'd allow that.
18.
Which is 12.
Ooh, okay. Far off in the distance, as the moons are highest in the sky, you see a bit of a glimmer of something way, way, way off in the distance. And even at a distance, it's fairly large. It's not coming towards you, but as it kind of comes to about even with you and the tracks behind you, you hear distant thuds of very, very, very heavy footfalls. This is something you are very used to, Pez. It doesn't even cross your mind as much of a threat. You recognize these creatures, these very big, long-necked creatures off in the distance. Otherwise, you see a little flickering on the moonlight as something flies overhead, but otherwise, very uneventful. Time comes around for third watch.
I'm still out. You guys can try to wake me if you want, but I'm clocked out.
I can wake up.
Okay. So Kasumi is woken up by Pez. Pez goes back and tips his hat down so he can get some more beauty rest. Kasumi, if you would please make a perception check for me.
And she's just sitting by the fire with her tail like wrapped around her. Oh. D&D Beyond, cooperate with me. That is 17.
Alright, 17. As you're watching, again, very uneventful. You are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There's not a lot of places to hide. You're able to see for quite a distance on such a clear night, and the moon's... Actually, I need to check and see what the moon phase is.
When the moon hits your eyes.
I just want pizza.
That's a deep dish.
When the moon's in a phase and you look out and gaze.
So actually, one of the moons is in its crescent phase, and the other one is half moon. Wow, brain did not want to work there.
Okay.
It's just a phase.
So, so it's still bright enough to see things that are going on around you, but there's no issues. The night goes on smoothly. Nothing comes and disturbs you. The raptors are all curled up, and the sky starts to lighten, and the morning finds all of you rested and ready to continue on your journey.
Waking up.
She's whittling by the fire.
Okay.
She's just
You
got her
are-
dagger and she's whittling.
The most ridiculous sleeper I have ever come across.
What? What do you mean? I'm tired and still waking up.
Are you aware that you snore?
Only after killing things.
That makes no sense.
I mean, do I make sense? The gesture to myself as a whole.
No.
Yes.
Wait, what?
The robot says yes.
Facepalms.
The robot, which might I add, everyone but Zahn would have noticed throughout their watch. Well, not Venera, because he was awake during your watch as well, but Pez and Kasumi, he sat there the entire night, upright, eyes open, not moving. Not an inch.
Really glad I didn't
And then
see
suddenly, just as around the same time that everyone else is waking up, just sort of, It was lovely.
Well, I'm gonna stay as far away from that thing as possible, and I'm gonna go over here. So, let me know when y'all are ready to mosey on out of here.
Veneer is gonna help take down the tents and get them packed away.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Stuff all that shit back into my very oversized backpack.
Get in this!
You just see Venera and Zahn packing up the tents, and Zahn just randomly does it like a people's elbow on the bag.
Killed her instantly.
Before we leave, I'm gonna go ahead and pop my arm open again. This one, the one with the gun in it, and take out the casing that has one less bullet, and then put a full casing in it and close my arm again.
Okay.
Oh, you shoot things out of your fingers, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I could call you Spitfire.
These names are getting better.
But he
Yes.
doesn't
Like
actually spit them, though.
Better
You're
than
not
me,
allowed to
I'd
talk.
with.
If he shot them out of his mouth, that would be perfect.
I would need a forge to create. I would need a forge to make that procedure possible.
Literally finger guns.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna call him Finger Machine. It doesn't make any sense.
DM's veto.
Finger Blast.
No.
Say, what would happen if someone were to pull your finger?
Nothing.
I'm gonna look over at Pez. I'm gonna just be like, I don't want to know.
The robot discovers he has an exhaust port.
Roll a d20. Does he spontaneously combust?
God.
And we're off.
So, how'd you guys get on that train?
I do not know.
I walked on the train.
Yeah, I paid for it.
I bought a ticket first, yeah.
Oh god, I'm so
How'd you
literal,
know,
and even
Grace?
this is painful. I'm talking about the circumstances. What are you doing?
Following you.
Party
I'm
pet.
gonna
party
grip my
pet, party pet.
warhammer really tightly. It's not fucking worth it.
You guys have never seen a furry creature get white-knuckled before.
You know, come to think of it, y'all don't really seem to be from this area.
Nope, not from here at all.
Nope.
It's very
No?
weird.
Query. What is this area?
Well, this area. Well, this my metal thing. This is the lovely area of the Untamed West. It's a decent area. I call it home. It's a little dry, little dreary. Not really dreary, but it's decent. It's a desert.
You see the robot like kind of like making motions in the air, and you can kind of see he's creating shapes.
Oh God, he's
Understood.
doing math.
I understand where we are now.
So we have a walking, talking map now.
I have a vague outline of the continents.
Good. Good.
That will be most helpful.
As long as it's not the Nightly Kingdoms, I don't care.
The
Those are
Nightly
north.
Kingdoms.
Fuck those guys.
Never really paid much attention to a lot of that
Opportunity for new
stuff.
data.
They ruin all my fun. Look at me,
What
I'm
is-
so high, Nightly.
Fun.
Battling, pillaging, and conquering.
Are you a battle bunny?
Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Just leave this. No.
Making a note.
I will come downstairs and end this campaign with malicious intent.
Oh God.
Ink is permanent.
Yes, and so is death.
Not when you have spirits of dying.
No, I'm gonna actually come downstairs with an axe. I don't care if he has a gun.
As you all are traveling, you notice that the air is not quite as still as it was the day before. You are no longer able to hear the crickets and other wildlife chirping around. It's very windy. Sand is not blinding, but every now and then, as you're talking, you may get a mouthful of dirt and have to spit it out.
Are there bugs flying around?
Say again?
Are there bugs flying around just buzzing and doing their buggy thing?
Not at the moment. This is the kind of wind that would be very difficult for bugs to fly in, so they are sheltering up until it's easier to...
Well, no breakfast for me.
Ha! I knew it.
You eat bugs?
Sometimes.
Am I right in assuming that you're all walking and talking? As, Okay.
Oh.
Anything else you guys would like to cover as we're traveling along, or?
I'm still trying to think of a name this whole time.
For the record, I kind of want to toss my hat in with Brick. I kind of like that one.
I
But,
like brick. I do like brick.
I'm just gonna, like, while we're doing it, you just hear me talking to myself. 'Cause that's how I do.
Okay. You guys travel for more or less the rest of the day. I hear the Velociraptor, or the Deinonychus is clippity-clapping along. You travel for a good couple of hours. Gets about midday. You haven't seen too much up until this point. But as you're walking along and your stomachs start to collectively growl as it's getting to be around that time of day to eat again, the raptors suddenly stop, and all three of them perk their heads up and seem to be angling their eyes to the west.
Pez,
Hmm?
what are they doing?
What are they doing?
Looking to the west all together.
Make a perception check.
Yes.
All of us?
Yeah.
Who? Yeah.
Initially, the one who fucking asked me, so Pez, if anyone else wants to make a check, then speak up, damn it.
Do I still see the train tracks?
Have you been traveling alongside the train tracks?
I would
I'm
hope so.
assuming because that's where we're going.
Then yes,
Following-
you would still see the train tracks.
Okay.
16.
Okay. Off in the distance, you see a cloud of dust and sand, kind of heading in your general direction. And it seems to be
Is
getting
some-
bigger.
something familiar? Since
This
I've
would
been out
not
in
be a
this
very
area?
uncommon sight for you. This would be something you have seen many times before. You would know that this is a herd of some kind moving in your general direction. By the size of it, it's a good number of creatures, but it's still a little too far out to properly see what it is.
We might want to pick up the pace here, cause there's a lot of something's coming.
Grasp my hammer tighter. Can they fight?
Would Vanera know what they were?
Roll a perception check, because so far they're a little too far away from Pez to be able to make them out.
12.
No, you're able to see the cloud as well, but there's still just there's not enough detail for you to make out exactly what they are.
Okay.
Ooh, I have a question that I'm going to DM you.
Okay.
Where the heck is your comment? There it is.
DM is the cloud headed straight for us.
No, not with the wind how it is.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Solid question. I'll keep that in mind for future reference.
Rick, yeah.
DM is the cloud heading straight toward us?
It's kind of hard to say. The wind seems to be blowing in the same direction they're coming this way, the wind's going like this, so it's kind of blowing behind them. So it's hard to say if they're going... Sorry. The dust is going away from you, so it's hard to tell if they're coming towards you or going side to side. But, well, coming directly towards you or at an angle, it's a little difficult to say.
I'm gonna pick up my pace.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm pretty speedy too. Like, just gonna. Sure. I'm looking at it, just
Yes,
Okay.
I start dashing as well.
So you guys are keeping a normal pace or going faster?
I'm dashing.
Okay. Dashing.
Sure.
Okay, so you all start moving a little bit faster. The raptors comply very easily. Pez seems to have them more or less under control. And they don't seem too terribly worried, especially considering the distance that the cloud is at. So you get a fair ways away, and it becomes more clear that
I can hear him.
It took me a while to find the audio that I really wanted for this, but I'm pretty happy with what I found. So as you guys are going, you do notice that the cloud is not heading towards you. It was kind of heading in your general direction, but it just seemed that you were in their initial path. Let me see real quick, actually. Zahn, actually.
What?
You would be the first to notice at this point. It is a herd of very large, four-legged, three-horned triceratopses. It looks to be between 12 and 15 of them. It's kind of hard to make out because of the dust that they're kicking up. But they were running in your general direction where you were before. But as soon as they noticed the train tracks, they cut hard to the north and start running along them for a ways, kicking up even more dust. But they are going in the opposite direction from where you are all heading.
So they're heading towards the town.
You're heading southwest. They were coming towards the tracks and started going northeast.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, as long as we don't get close. She'll be fine.
And it didn't seem to be a panicked movement. It was just them traveling.
The great migration.
They do move in herds.
You can't make a V with only 2 dots.
Welcome. Can't say it.
I'm waiting.
Welcome to the desert.
Sorry, I was waiting for him to finish his stupid joke. Okay, so are you continuing at the double pace? Have you slowed back down to a normal?
I'm slowing down.
Yeah.
Because they turned off.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I need to take away his control of the dynamic assist. Okay, so you guys continue on down the tracks for the rest of the day, and right around when the sun is... It's maybe an hour or two before you would normally start to try to find a place to bed down, that you see off in the distance the shimmering heat structures start to loom on the horizon. At first you notice there's a building very close to the tracks, and then off to the left of it is a fairly sizable town for being out here in the middle of the desert. Do you continue heading along the tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it leads into town, right?
They do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
So-
must be the town we're looking for.
I hope so, because I'm gonna be really pissed if it's the town after this one.
Well,
Is there a
we at
sign
least-
or anything that we can see?
There's no sign particularly. You're not on a road. You are running beside the tracks, and it seems like a bit of a trail almost, like some other people have come this way, but there's nothing paved or any sort of signage. So as you're running along the tracks, I lost one of my notes. Where'd it go? It's over here somewhere. There we go. Okay, so you're running along the tracks, and it's another 30 minutes or so before you all run up and you arrive at the train station that would have been your next stop. At the train station, it's actually very elegant for something out in the middle of the desert like this. It's very nice, it's very well kept. Even with the wind and the dust, everything seems to be swept clean. There's no broken boards. The paint all seems to be unchipped and very well maintained. From the outside, you see bars with a little hole in kind of a window sort of shape, as if something's to keep someone from just jumping inside, but things can be passed through. And you don't see anyone inside. There are a lot of empty benches, there's a big clock, and there's a schedule posted up on the side of the shack where supposedly an attendant is supposed to be. What do you guys do?
There's no one in the room.
As you look inside the window, it would appear that the door on the other side is slightly ajar, which would indicate that perhaps they have left for the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna casually walk around the back door.
Okay. As you are walking towards the door, are you just standing there? Are you trying to peek inside?
So yeah, she's trying to like very subtly take a look at the door to see if it's like if there's something inside, if there's a person inside, if there's a sign of struggle or something.
Okay. As you go to open the door, you hear a very kind of girly, high-pitched voice. Very, very tiny feet, and a sort of flapping sound going, "Wait! You're not allowed to be in there!"
Where's the sound coming from? Is it like down?
Oh, it's coming from behind you, and it's coming up quickly.
I'm just gonna slowly like peek over my shoulder, like, what the heck?
As you turn around, you see a very small, 3-foot high, pink-scaled kobold. She is running towards you, and her clothes are much too big for her. The pant legs are rolled up so that she doesn't trip. The hat is sitting on one of her horns because it can't quite fit on her head. The shirt that she's wearing, all of this is mainly varying shades of blue. The pants are a darker shade of blue, and the shirt is very rich blue color, kind of like the blue on Venera's chair there. And as she's running, the sleeves over her hands, that's where the flapping sound is. She's kind of flailing her arms around, and the ends of the sleeves are like a foot away from her hands, and she is just running. And she's saying, "You can't go in there! That's my office! No!"
Get an elbow Pez. Hey, is that one of you?
You know, I think you might be right.
They come in pink? I didn't realize they came in pink.
I didn't know that either.
So she's just gonna cross her arms and just like, with a big smirk on her face, she's just looking down at the kobold. She's like, "I'm sorry. I was just making sure everything was fine." Just kind of like wipes her eyebrow like, "Oh, it's fine."
Thief.
Also, I will out loud look at Zahn and say, "They most likely don't know you come in any color."
I don't want to hear from you, no name.
So the little kobold comes running up to you, and she quickly, with both hands, shoves the door closed, looks up at you. "Did you take anything?"
Now,
she did check her pockets.
do I look like someone who would take something from an adorable creature like you?
She's a fox, she would.
I don't know. There's some mean people in this town.
Well, we actually just came here to help you guys out. We have some other people that need some help too.
Oh? Who? What?
The train's stuck.
Tell me.
The train is stuck. Back that way.
Oh no, which one? Which one? Where did you come from? Where does it come from?
Back that way. She's just like, where's your schedule?
Ooh, it's up on the board. And she points, and you can kind of see her finger poking through the material a little bit to the other side where the window was. At that point, she opens the door, goes inside, and she has to like reach way up over her head to reach the doorknob, and then she shuts it behind her, and you hear a little bit of she's making a bit of noise, and if you do go around to where the schedule is, you'll see that she's trying to climb up on her stool to assist you through her window.
Okay. Do any of you guys remember what time we were supposed to be here?
Oh wait, Robot Man! Oh wait, shit, he doesn't know either. Oh dude, I know the Marshal was on the train. What train is supposed to have the Marshal on it?
She's as you're saying this, she's flipping through her book and goes, "Oh, you were the ones that were supposed to be here yesterday, huh?"
Wait, what?
Yeah, we had to walk.
Well, I was wondering what happened. Well, what happened to your train? Why'd you come here on foot?
The engineer is dead.
Oh, not another one.
What, another one?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's dangerous out here. You get eaten. You get shot. You can get stabbed. I mean, any sort of things can happen.
If they're as good as the guys that attacked our train, I think you should hire better people.
Well, now give me just a second. I gotta send a message. So she kind of spins around in her chair and she fishes around in the back. She pulls out a scroll and she starts jotting her message down. And it looks like she's trying to count through her sleeves a little bit. Let me see where. Whoops, that's not the button I meant to do. So it takes her a second, and then she pulls the scroll out. She reads the incantation that's on it. The scroll flares up and evaporates. And when it's done, she goes, Alert from Luna Wind. The train from Sterling Pool to Luna Wind, supposed to arrive yesterday, did not. Conductor dead. Please send replacement. With that, she waits a second. You see her head kind of tilt to the side. She listens for a moment. And she looks back at you, Kasumi, and says, Thank you for your information. We will get not a conductor, what's his name? We'll get a driver out there as quickly as we can. A conductor. Who said that?
What? It was the fox.
Where was it coming from? Sorry.
What?
Sterling Pool.
Sterling.
That would have been the last stop that the train was at before heading to Luna Wind.
I have one more question for you.
She flips her sleeves, goes, shoot.
I can't.
It's too adorable.
I've been so excited for you guys to meet this character, by the way.
Could you point us in the direction of the Tempest Inn?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. You can just go down that road there. It'll be a little ways on your right. It's very hard to miss.
Well, thanks. I think we'll be on our way.
You guys ain't from around here, are you?
Nope.
No.
I'm not from anywhere.
I am.
You gotta be from somewhere. You can't just
I'm from a box.
exist. You're in a box.
Kasumi just starts laughing.
Oh, dude. Guys, we can call it Boxotron.
No.
No.
Oh. Damn it.
Boxy?
You guys are kind of weird.
Your
Brick
name.
is by far the best name you have just suggested.
I still like Brick. Mm-hmm.
He's a brick. It's me.
Say you had him. There wouldn't happen to be any water posters around here, would there be?
Why would you need a poster for water?
Wanted posters.
Oh.
Those big ears, you should be listening.
Not here. You can go talk to the sheriff. But, I wouldn't do that if I were you. He's kind of mean. Gotta keep your head low.
Does he fight good?
I don't fight people.
What's your name?
I'm Canlin Swiftsong.
Like your what?
Canlin Swiftsong. Canlen. K-A-N-L-E-N.
Can. K-E.
K-A-N-L-E-N.
Okay, Swift Song.
Swiftsong.
Inquiry. Who named you?
Oh my god. Are we gonna do this every single time?
I need more data.
I don't really remember. Just kind of always been called that. Suppose it'd be my nestmates. You know, raised as a group. Don't really have a mom or dad. You get laid as an egg and you hatch. Then, I don't know. You just kind of get raised by everybody. More or less.
Interesting.
Inquiry. Does my box count as an egg?
You see the fucking rabbit bashing his head against the fucking wall.
I don't know what box you're talking about, but guess in a weird sort of way, yeah. Why not? You do you. Anything else
The
you guys
robot
need?
just drifts off into thought again.
You know what, Canlin? I want to thank you for your kindness today.
Well,
So,
sure.
and she
Good
just
job.
she just puts down 4 copper and slides it over. She's like, "This is for you, darling."
Ooh. I'm gonna get to go to the saloon later.
And then she's just gonna turn around and start walking towards the tavern.
Don't forget to come by again if you need some messages sent.
And she's like flapping an arm out the window at you guys.
I love her. Is that how you? Is that how
Is
you're?
the robot waving?
I'm just copying her because it's like, oh,
Now all I can think is the big
That's not
robot
the
from
way.
WALL-E that's just pushing the buttons. He's like,
I'm just thinking of the Iron Giant.
be good. Oh, Pez went AFK there. Okay, so, what do you guys do from here?
I guess we should go check out the Tempest Inn and find Amanda. Was it?
Tempest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the music. I was like, the fuck is that sound coming
Her name was her name Amanda Tempest? That was her
Yes.
name, right?
Yes. Amanda Tempest.
At the Tempest Inn.
Yes.
We should probably go find her.
Mm-hmm.
I go that way.
I will follow.
I follow.
Okay. As you guys finally leave and you start heading into town,
Actually, as we're heading in, can I look at Zahn again and said, "You never answered my question. What is Dad?"
Okay, robot.
Robot.
Imagine somebody who takes care of you when your life is young and helps nurture you into what you are today. You coming from a box, I don't really know how that works. But
he's
my
daddy
dad?
now.
I'm not your dad! No! No!
I mean, you practically adopted.
Woman, I swear by all that is holy, I have killed lesser men for much less.
But you're clearly his favorite.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
You did name him first.
Oh my god.
I am Brick until a better name comes along.
Ugh.
Love it.
The bond is inseparable already.
I swear by all that is holy, Freya, help me.
I'm very interested in seeing where this goes.
Can we go have fun later, Father?
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
That is your definition of fun, yes?
Where's the I'm just gonna go towards the end.
I think you need to
require
teach
fun.
him sarcasm.
I'm gonna teach him sarcasm. I don't need to learn sarcasm from a fox!
It was just a suggestion. Gosh, and she just walks forward.
Same here. I'm gonna try to walk faster than her because of reasons.
Are you trying to walk faster than me?
I can walk faster than you. I'm pretty sure I can walk farther than you too.
Honey's got hops.
Yes, I have very good jumps. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump as far as I physically possibly can. Hold 1 second. Let me get my
Wait.
fucking traits up.
Did you say father wait?
Yes.
Papa, don't leave me. I do not understand.
Okay, I'm jumping. What do I need to roll for this?
Make a dexterity check for me.
Okay, so I use a much higher modifier.
So much fun with this character.
So, I rolled I rolled an 18 for modifiers. What do I have to do? So I use a +6 modifier instead of the normal 3.
So
Zeke, remember, you had to explain how this worked. I don't know if... Because this was different than normal long jumping.
Yes. So it works like other ability things where in combat, if you're under duress, you always have to make it. But if it is a difficult jump, you have to make the check. If it's just a jump you could make as usual, you're not under duress, so you can easily do it.
I just wanted to see if he'd roll low and fall in his hurry to get away from you. That's all I was.
No, thank God I didn't. I jump realistically about 30 feet in front of me.
Yeah, it is his full movement, basically.
No, so I jump 40 feet.
Okay, so Zahn jumps ahead of the group, and the rest of you are following?
Father, wait.
You hear in the background, I'm not your dad!
And the floor.
Alright, actually, I meant to change this real quick.
You can actually put a name down for my character now.
No, you can't. You can't. I'm not your dad, and I haven't named you yet. Not yet. I haven't named you. Fuck you.
I was just about to point that out. What do you mean you haven't named me yet?
No, the only one who's been coming up with names. Other people have to do it now. I'm done.
We've named him Brick.
No, I came up with that. Come up with a different one.
We've named him
Nope,
Brick.
it's too late. His name is Brick.
As you guys are leaving, you hear the door open again behind you, and the tiny little voice, "Wait!" and the flapping again. But there's another flapping sound this time. It sounds like a piece of paper.
I mean, I'm really far away from her right now. Like, I'm super far away. I cannot hear this.
Whichever one of you is at the rear of the group.
I am.
Okay, so Pez, you turn around and you see Canlin sprinting up behind you, making a little cloud of dust behind her. She's flapping her arms. She goes, "I forgot to give this to you since you guys are so new." And she hands you a little map of the town.
Thank you very much.
Let's see. And if you look at the board in tabletop, there you go. So, in Tabletop Simulator, I replaced the map on the board with the map of the town that you're in.
There's like a blackboard over to the side.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
I don't know how to zoom in on it, but it looks cool.
Scroll wheel.
I mean, it scrolls into the table.
Then hold right click and then use WASD to move towards the board.
Oh, my mind has been blown.
You've played... Okay, anyway. So do you head towards the inn?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you guys start walking down the street. It seems very quiet for a town so big. A lot of the shutters are closed. There's some lights coming out from the windows as people seem to be bedding down, but even then, having heard Canlin say something about a saloon, there's not a lot of activity that can really be heard. The first thing that you notice is a very, very big house on your left. And I mean, it's a mansion. It's probably bigger than most buildings that any of you would really encounter on a day-to-day basis.
Man, I wonder what he's compensating for.
Anyhow, you continue further down the street. You see little houses here and there, places with little shop fronts, and very soon on your left you come to it's a two-story building with what seems like two more buildings added on, and all three buildings look to have been constructed at a different time, but they are connected. So you arrive and you see a sign hanging outside the front door. It says The Tempest Inn. Do you guys go inside?
Yes.
Okay. Outside there is a hitching post if you would like to hitch up your Deinonychuses.
Yeah.
Okay. So you hitch up the Deinonychuses and you head inside. And God damn it.
I'm gonna literally bust through the door. Barkeep, I need your biggest beer ever.
This is an inn. It's not the saloon.
Don't care.
The first thing you notice is that even though it's an inn, there's really no one around. There's no one sitting at the tables. The fire is lit. The torches are alight. And behind the front counter, you see a female white-skinned tiefling. She has short, straight, kind of grayish-white hair and pink eyes. She looks much like you would expect an albino to. She's just very, very pale coloring. She's about 5.5 feet tall and is very leanly built. Not super athletic. She has a very sharp face, and she turns to look at you as you all walk in. She takes a moment to look at all of you individually. Then she rolls her eyes and sighs, saying, "Ugh, more of the mayor's goons coming in to lumber their way in and take all of my things. What do you want?"
Bitch, did you just fucking sass me?
I will sass whoever I wish within my own establishment, especially those in his employ. Now, what
I don't know who this
do you
fucking
want?
I don't know who this fucking his is. I just came in here because, you know, reasons. And now I'm gonna get sassed by somebody, apparently.
I
You, Amanda.
What is sass?
It's that. I point at the tiefling.
What'd you say, Venera?
I said, "Are you Amanda?"
Yes, that would be me.
We were sent by Marshall?
Her brows furrow for a moment, and she looks at you all again. So you're not with the mayor then?
No.
No, we have no idea who the mayor is.
Excellent. My apologies. For the confusion, the first round is on me.
God.
How is the marshal, dear? Is he doing okay?
Well,
As she starts busying herself with, she starts collecting drinks and starts to pour a beer and then realizes, oh, apologies, what would you all like to drink?
Big drink. Don't care. Want big.
She continues
Please.
to pour, and then she kind of holds it up and kind of judges the size of your head to the size of the drink and goes, puts it on the counter in front of you.
Take it and aggressively drink it.
we have an alcoholic bunny boy.
Alcoholic battle bunny.
An alcoholic battle bunny.
Swear by all that is holy.
Release the ABB!
Like, oh, ABB!
Swear to God, I'm gonna kill this group. I'm gonna kill this group, and it's gonna be an accident.
Hey.
Get into our first dungeon. Oh, look at that slag bite. Too bad it's just bigger than the group. Darn.
Giant book falls in your face. The marshal is stuck on a train.
Oh no, what did he do this time?
They were bandits.
We killed them. They were suck. I hated them.
It was fun.
You're learning!
She kind of looks at, actually, I need to check something real quick. There is you. Okay, no, never mind. She kind of looks at you all, very curious. Well, I'm glad to hear he's okay. What would the rest of you like to drink?
Your
Everyone
father.
there is very well set.
Your finest spring water, please.
I don't know about finest, but I can get you some water. And she pours a glass and slides it across to you.
The same as her.
I'll take a wine.
Ooh, classy. What would you like, my dear? Red, white?
Blue.
Surprise me.
Blue?
Blue?
The wine enjoyer in me died a little bit.
They're made from blueberries.
They're purple. They're
No.
White sounds good.
Blue.
Purple.
Blueberries are fucking purple!
They're made from blue raspberries.
She kind of looks at you for a moment, and kind of takes in your attire, and she initially reaches up to the shelf, but then she reaches a little higher and around to the back and pulls a bottle that looks a little bit dusty, maybe not seen much use. And she pours 2 glasses. One she slides to you, the other she keeps for herself.
Mm.
She kind of looks at the big robot man and just kind of...
Quick question, DM, as she looks at me. What is in this room? Just like basic description.
It's very much what you would expect from a tavern. There's a bit of a loft with stairs going up to it. There only appears to be maybe 2 doors there. Downstairs, there's table underneath the balconies. There's tables in the middle of the room. There's a big fireplace on the one side of the wall, far away from everything else. More to give off light, and because it's usually so hot, trying to keep it as a light source instead of a heat source. There's a nice chimney that goes up it. There's kind of doodad decorations here and there. Creature skulls, like a torn tapestry here and there. Behind the bar, there is a gorgeous, gorgeous rifle that I believe Pez would recognize the style of. It would appear to be a rifle made by the Tempest Company.
I will... Do I see any doodads that are just look really unique?
That is a tough question considering that you don't know anything. So yes.
I will just pick one. I will just pick up a doodad.
Well, there will be there are candlesticks on the table. There's some leftover mugs. You would see on the walls there are some animal skulls that are hung there and on display.
Ooh, actually, do I recognize any of the animal skulls?
Yes, your database would recognize some like smaller ones like Archaeopteryx. There'd be some canine skulls. There's one bigger skull that looks to be broken in half and is a little bit hard to make out exactly what it used to be. And it appears that she was either too lazy to have it mended or just didn't care to take it down.
I'll go stare at that one.
Okay.
Just trying desperately to search my databanks for it.
She kind of watches you walk away and sort of shrugs and doesn't really bother asking you for a drink because it kind of looks like you might not really need one. And she'll look at Kasumi and say, is that one all right? He's curious.
You know, we haven't quite figured out ourselves.
Well, forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Amanda Tempest, owner, proprietor, builder of this establishment. Is there anything I can do for the lot of you apart from your free beverage?
I put the very large beer mug on the counter. Done.
Would you like another?
No, I'll keep drinking them. Thank you, though. No, I don't want any more because if she keeps giving them to me, I'll continue to drink.
Oh, okay, got it. It's like, no, I don't want any more. I'm just going to keep drinking it. It's like, okay, sure. Well, if you change your mind, I'm here always.
I like non-sassy you, it's nicer.
Right, about that. You all are a bit new here, I'm assuming, so let me be the first to warn you. Try to keep your heads down. Don't draw attention to yourself. You really don't want to get the mayor's attention on you.
Why?
Who is this mayor?
Oh, Mayor Bennett Gideon.
Such a douchebag name.
Right? I worked hard on that one, thank you. He is a short pain in everyone's ass. And here recently, he's been enforcing some laws that would not normally be legal. Problem is, the sheriff is in his pocket, and there's not much we can do about it.
Well, you gotta kick both of their asses.
Not everything is solved with violence.
I can prove that very incorrect.
Oh, I almost forgot. Where's the note?
Do I hear that?
Are you listening for what they're saying, or are you just...
Vaguely.
Real fast, the Tempest leader's Amanda, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I can't force you to react to the question.
All right. I turn around, take the note out of one of my compartments. Note.
A note?
Yes.
And I'll actually open it up and read it verbatim.
All I'm thinking of is just like, opens note, reads note with no pauses in between or sentences for punctuation, finishes
Reads
note,
note
closes note.
verbatim.
Let me see that, dear, if you wouldn't mind.
I hand it over.
She'll take a sip of her wine, set it down, and look at the note. Go. Oh dear. Where did you get this?
Dead woman.
A dead
I think
woman?
you got it off one of the bandits that attacked the train.
Oh dear. You wouldn't remember anything about this bandit woman, would you?
Unfortunately, she was used as a towel.
A towel.
Yeah, our robot friend's kinda really, literal? Is this a good word?
So no name or anything, just bandit woman.
DM, would I actually remember what this lady's name is while I was caving her
I
chest?
do. Her designation was Abigail.
She goes wider than what she already was and dropped her note. And dropped the note. Oh my.
She's dead. Why does it matter?
You said Abigail, correct?
Question, DM. Do I recognize any familiar facial patterns? Any facial structure patterns between this woman and the woman who is dead?
No, the woman you killed was human. This is a tiefling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Very distinct differences. Yeah. Oh, well, it might be best that we don't speak of this again.
I'm curious now. Why are we not talking about it?
Her voice gets a little lower. She kind of glances towards the windows and then back at you. If this is the Abigail that I think it is, it was the flame of the sheriff. And if she is now dead, it might bring the ire of the local law upon you.
Oh no! Yeah, I don't care.
Wait. So you're saying that The sheriff was seeing a bandit?
Yes, dear. Apologies. I may have let my sarcasm get the best of me. The officials here are as corrupt as you could be.
Oh.
The mayor enjoys his comforts. I'm sure you saw his monstrosity of a building on the way into town. And the sheriff is in his pocket to enforce his so-called laws. Here of late... Yes, dear?
Inquiry. If the sheriff can fit in a pocket, how can someone so small be a problem?
Kill me, please!
It is a figure of speech, dear. The Sheriff Carson Davis is a half-orc. He's about, almost 6 feet tall. Suppose it depends on the shoes that he's wearing at the time.
That must be a very big pocket.
God, please kill me.
Green skin.
You are an interesting fellow. What I mean is the sheriff is in the mayor's employ to enforce his corrupt views. Being in one's pocket means you are being paid to do things that that person wants.
Databank updated.
So, mayor bad. Sheriff also bad.
Amanda takes another sip of her wine. I see. Smaller words. Understood.
I have no honor. I want to kill him.
Father, are we about to have fun?
Call me dad again and I'll kill you too.
He called you father.
Difference is not important here.
Well, I
You're
think
the
with
one that
him it
adopted
is.
him.
Fine. Don't call me father. I'll kill you. With the robot sticking you down, like I'm not gonna get you.
Amanda is currently sipping her wine and watching very interestedly to see this curious interaction between the father bunny and the robot son.
Why did you have to literally say what my fucking image is gonna be? God fucking damn it. Just gonna look at Amanda, like, about to say something, and then just walk towards the door and stand next to it.
What time is it?
It is late. The sun at this point, after you'd gotten done talking to Canlin and you made it to the inn, it's probably getting on to be about 7 or 8 o'clock, and the sun is just now dipping below the horizon.
How many people are in this here town?
That is a very interesting question. Used to be 100 or more, but here of late, many have been going missing.
Missing?
Pardon me. We say missing in order to avoid issues. We all know where they are going, but there is nothing we can do to stop it.
Are they dead?
Not so far as I know. There are some who we are sure... Apologies, there's no point in beating around the bush. The mayor takes volunteers to go and work in the mines to line his pockets with more gold. We see many carts being pulled out every day, but none of it seems to reach the people.
So you're saying he steals?
Well, we all know that it is him. It's very obvious, but there's no solid proof. The wealth that is pulled from the earth seems to become misplaced. We do not know where it goes. Some of us haven't seen our partners in quite a while now.
haven't you done anything about all this mayor and sheriff stuff? 'Cause looking at that their very nice firearm, I'm pretty sure you could have easily done something.
She kind of glances up behind her and then back at you with a little bit of a sad grin. Oh, maybe 100 years or so I would have been spry enough to do such a thing. She comes walking out from behind the counter now, and you see that she has a very distinct limp. Those days are far behind me, and if I'm being honest, I was never much of a good shot. This is more of a family heirloom, a going away gift as I struck out to make my own name for myself. And the sheriff and his posse are not ones to be trifled with. They have some good shots, but even the ones who are not well versed in aiming a gun, there's enough of them that it becomes an issue.
How many are in his posse?
Well, how many did you say you killed who tried to rob your train?
About 4 or 5.
At least 5.
Well, that's 5 less than I recall. So, anywhere from 15 to 20, given the day, given the job that they are doing.
So they need to get more people, and then it'll be a fair fight.
If that's what you consider fair, sure.
Running them out of town and establishing a new sheriff should take care of that problem. The only problem is we don't know how to run them out of town.
You could run them out with fun.
That's... Oh, he's fucking right. God damn it.
Then again, if all the money dries up, then what's the point of even doing anything? We could try to sabotage this here mayor's dealings. Maybe they'll run somewhere else where the money's even better.
He has gold. I want to steal gold, because stealing from thieves is morally okay.
I don't think that's how
Timmy
that
just
works.
smirks.
For me, it is. My logic is right.
I mean, your logic is flawed.
Nope. Completely logical.
Well, if the 5 of you are crazy enough to look into it, I can give you as much information as I can, so long as the information does not point back at me.
Can we also have rooms for the night? Please.
Oh, I believe if you're going to give our dear old mayor and his lackey some trouble, that could be arranged.
I will personally shove my hammer up his ass and out his mouth.
Fun. An impressive claim. Well, it is getting on in the evening. Are you interested in some dinner? More drinks? I have a lovely stew on the pot. Well, that's sad to hear. It tastes very good.
I'll take some, please.
I would wish to partake.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
4 bowls and nothing for... Oh, apologies, I don't believe I caught any of your names. Well, don't chime in all at once.
Brick.
I'm Zon.
I'm Vanera.
You can just call me Paz.
And I'm Kasumi.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I will be right back with your food.
Wait, what kind of stew is this?
When she brings it back, there will be vegetables and meat in it.
I'm aware. What meat is this?
Your bunny wants to eat me? Would you
Listen,
eat
you don't know my upbringing.
If I'm not quite mistaken, this used to be Audrey, the ranch's stegosaurus, who,
Bring it on!
No!
Just start eating.
very generously donated when the poor creature injured herself beyond repair.
Would I happen to know some backstory things of where certain distribution things went?
That is incredibly vague. Can you please, distribution of what?
Backstory stuff. Like from where I was raised in my area.
Oh, yes. So, livestock and vegetables and all, there are places where they're raised, slaughtered, sold. And in most places, if they are able to, if you refer to the map that is up on the board, there is a ranch in this town.
Okay.
And in this particular instance, this was the stegosaurus is being used as I can't think of the right word for it. A beast of burden, a beast of labor, whatever you want to call it. And it had injured itself at some point, fallen down, broken a leg, and instead of letting it go to waste, they distributed the
Food.
the food and the items that could be made from it around the town to be used as much as possible.
So this is a self-sustaining town and probably doesn't take much import or export.
Hard to tell. You've only just arrived. Someone messaged me. How dare you? All right. So, if there's nothing else, you can go through the door over there, and she'll gesture to a door that is underneath the stairs, underneath the balcony. No one's really using them, so help yourself to the rooms. You can sleep all in one, you can split yourselves up, and you can perhaps talk more in the morning about what you could maybe do for this humble little town.
I'm gonna take a room by myself if that's okay. I annoy people when I sleep.
You don't know how to sleep. You
How many
snore.
minutes
Sit
are we
outside
given?
Zon's room.
What was that, Pez?
How many rooms were we given?
As many as you wanted. She said that none were taken. So
Okay.
when you go through this door, you see there's about 4 rooms on each side. And actually, as you're walking away, go, oh, down at the end of the hall, very last door on your right, communal bathrooms.
Actually, I'm just gonna go, wait, so... Are those... No, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do exactly what I would do at home. I'm literally gonna walk out of my room with nothing but my underwear on towards the bathroom. And I am covered in scars.
Is there anything anyone would like to do before you bed down for the night?
I'm just gonna go to my room, and once I shut the door, I'll shapeshift back to my box form and just curl up on the bed.
No. Space saver. All right.
I smell fox.
Never mind.
Well, with that, we are going.
Is everyone else done? I would like to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay. Let me see.
Pez is giving off the most evilest of auras.
Let's say it's a fucking Christmas tree going off in the bathroom right now.
Pure hatred.
Listen, I'm not evil, but I do evil things.
Okay. You don't sense something currently. The town
Okay.
just seems quiet. You're not getting any sort of ping.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll read her book a little bit. Read her book. And then go bed.
Okay. Well, with that, the night goes on. You get a long rest. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Yay!
Woo! First session down.
One session down.
First
And I would
session
say that you all more than earned your level 2.
Wow, already?
Oh, wow, already?
Well,
Ooh.
you guys kind of raffle stomped those guys. So, yeah, you kind of proved your worth there. And this also will give me the opportunity to make future encounters more difficult now that I'm like, oh, they got this. So be prepared for that.
Dice.
Yeah, are we rolling?
Yes.
Okay, so I
completely
Stop!
forgot how to roll hit.
Bowie.
7 and... Ooh, okay.
So
When you go to edit your character,
My health would have been very high.
was it not?
No, I typed in 8,255 by accident.
that's legit.
I rolled very
I
high.
got a 9.
You what?
Two.
Got a 9. So
Nice.
I'm one below my maximum possibility hit points.
So, okay, can I ask you a quick question? So is it, we're just rolling 1d8, or is it, so it says, for me, it says hit die is 2d8. Is that like,
So you'd roll
You
two.
increase your level to 2, correct?
yes.
So then you've already rolled your 1d8. You are now rolling your second d8 and adding that
Okay.
to the initial number.
Okay.
What? So am I rolling 2?
No.
No, so it's 2 total, but when you're level 1, you have the 1d8, and when you get to level 2, you get the 2d8. So you're rolling 1d8 and you're adding it to the old total. Just roll 1d8 and add that to...
Rolled a
What-
1. Are we keeping ones?
No, you will never accept a 1 being rolled on a level up health thing.
So for me, my hit dice is 2d10. I just roll 1d10, correct?
Because you should have already had one roll.
Yes.
And I rolled a 10.
Damn.
Very nice.
So I just add that to my...
Mm-hmm.
I'd like
So-
everyone to know that there's no 7 on my D8.
How?
What?
Did it get smudged
Like, is
out?
it just a flat side?
So that's the 1, I'm assuming.
Looks like a 1.
Yeah. 1, 2.
No, that's a 7. That's a 2.
That's 2.
What? Oh, that's the 2. I found it.
Let's say all
It's
your
late.
odds should be on one side, all your evens should be on the other.
Wait, real shit? I've never noticed that. Wait,
Okay,
no, it's
um,
not.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, it's not? For me it is.
So,
No.
Bowie,
2, 3,
enough.
5, 8, and then 1,
Oh, I
4,
have-
6, 7.
I have one that is and one that is not, like that. For my D8s, all the odds are on one side and all the evens are on the other.
So what do I? So do I add 5 to the rolled HP?
Mhm.
Yeah, so what's the initial number that's there?
12.
So you would add 5 to that.
17.
So where do I add the 10 to? The HP modifier or the override HP?
No. So you need to go and edit your character. Like,
Right.
you know where you go to change yourself to level 2?
Right.
there's the manage hit points up above that.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that far left box, whatever that number is, you add 10 to it. So what's that number that's there?
Oh, the far left box? That's what I didn't do that.
My far left is 16.
So you would add the 10 to that.
And don't add the Constitution modifier per level because D&D Beyond does that automatically.
Right. You just add your dice roll to that number, and it does the math for you.
It's like I just type in 10 for the override HP. And
No.
I'll add.
No, hold on. Let
No,
me.
you add it to the rolled HP.
Yeah. So give me just a sec. So when you click on Manage HP.
Okay, there it goes. It did it.
Yeah. Where it says fixed HP, you would add your rolled number to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, oh, enough.
Okay. Any other questions while we're still live on stream? I'm
Nah.
more than happy to sit back later. Okay. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you haven't already joined the Discord, the link's down below. We're going to be posting our next session there. We'll also be doing that on Instagram. We thank you so much for being with us tonight. Sorry for the earlier in the session hiccups. We're going to be doing this on a bi-weekly basis, so not next weekend, but hopefully the weekend after that, so long as schedules allow for it. And until we play again, I hope everyone stays safe and happy, and we're all good. And
Rona.
hopefully we won't be sick. Getting the Ronavirus from Dingus the Wingus over there. Brick, now.
I'm
gonna
in
have to.
Florida. You can't get it from me.
It's viral. It goes through the interwebs.
My God.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great night and an excellent evening. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Bye.